an Odyssey sports station. Evan Roberts, Tiki Barber. It's Evan and Tiki on WFAN, The Fan, 101.9 FM, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
I don't know what it is, but when the calendar turns from February to March, it's like, damn, I can see the light. I can see the end of winter. I can feel the end of winter.
It's happening this week.
It's happening this week. Welcome to another week of Evan and Tiki. Good to be here. We're with you for the next 4.5 hours, or 4 hours, or 3.5 hours, depending on how far we go, I guess. Congratulations to the New York Islanders. They're the first local team that should be mentioned today because yet another incredible comeback victory. Matthew Schaefer continues to be the new king of New York, and the Islanders will give us hope going into the springs. And I don't think we should over-exaggerate every loss and every win, but that was a damn good win at Madison Square Garden. More on both of those teams as the show rolls on. But I remember saying this to you, and I think you agreed with me a few weeks ago about this NFL offseason. We said the Jets are exciting because there's so many moves they have to make.
Yeah.
The quarterback room, rebuilding the defense, all the cap space, and that the Giants are actually going to be boring. And I have to take that back.
Why?
Because here we are a week before NFL free agency. We have rumors that they could take a running back at 5, which I am praying to the football gods they do.
Why? So it distracts them from the Jets?
No, just to see your reaction.
Oh, yeah, right.
Sean's reaction, McMonagle's reaction. I just want that. And then you hear they're interested in Kenneth Walker. And even this clip I want to play for you in a few minutes from Jordan Ronan, who does a really good job covering the Giants, saying that he expects shocking moves this offseason. So all of a sudden, I think the Giants went from what could have been a very boring offseason to something unexpected and, dare I say, exciting.
Well, you knew it wasn't going to be boring as soon as they hired John Harbaugh, and we saw all of the changes that were potentially going to happen. Obviously, the cosmetic changes of the coaching staff were obvious, but then you start getting, I don't know, they're redoing the dining room, the dining hall. They're shaking up the training staff. You got a new head trainer. Ronnie Barnes is being promoted and going to a VIP. He's not going to be as involved. You knew something was changing.
Even the roster, though?
Especially the roster. Anytime a new head coach comes in.
Yeah.
And this is, when you look back at the Daves era, this was probably his biggest issue. And we've brought this up before. But he kept the roster basically the same, and some exits here and there. But he thought he could win with what he had, and he kept trying to win with what he had,
right,
as opposed to just tearing it down and bringing in new guys. And so ultimately, you run into this wall where guys have lost so much that they're not incentivized to be great, and it falls apart. I think any good coach starts stripping down immediately and getting his guys in, or the type of player that he wants in. And I think John Harbaugh was doing that right away.
So here's what I'm kind of confused about, because I heard you guys a little bit on Friday talking about the Jeremiah Love situation and that this is a smokescreen. And I happen to agree with you. The Giants' interest in drafting a running back at 5 feels like, hey, Kansas City,
yeah,
how's it going?
Right. Or here, Saints, come get this guy.
Right. Which, that was my belief too.
Yes.
But now you hear they're linked to Kenneth Walker, who is probably not going to be franchise tagged before the deadline tomorrow.
Why in the heck would I heard this over the weekend?
Yes.
Why would the Seattle Seahawks not hold on to their Super Bowl MVP? It makes no sense to me.
The only thing I could think of is that from a cap standpoint, they don't want to be locked in on the franchise tag number.
It's a running back. I'm not talking about franchise tagging him. I'm just do a 3-year deal.
Oh, just re-sign him.
Just re-sign him.
Listen, I want the Jets to re-sign Breece Hall, so it would make sense. But the Giants are interested in him.
Yeah.
And if I would have told you 2 weeks ago with the running back room that they have that they're going to be interested in Kenneth Walker and sort of interested in Jeremiah Love, what would you have said about that?
Well, I mean,
is this all a smokescreen? Or is there something here like they want to change the room?
Okay, it's not all a smokescreen, and it's not all about changing the room either. But I do think that if you don't establish yourself as a consistent force, as a player,
right,
as a guy that you can be counted on for 280 touches, 17 weeks out of the year, then there's some risk. There's some risk.
Right.
Cam Scatterboo's coming off a major ankle injury. I mean, his ankle was freaking sideways. And hopefully he turns back to who he was, but you don't know that. There's uncertainty. Tyrone Tracy has had multiple injuries over his first 2 seasons, and last year he battled a shoulder that kind of made him ineffective. Remember we were talking about it earlier this season? It made him ineffective for 3 or 4 weeks. Now, ultimately, they had a really great run game, but I think there's not certainty. There's not, we got, for instance, my era. Tiki's going to play all 16 games. He's going to, have 350 carries. We don't have to worry about running back. The Giants maybe in their minds are thinking, we might have to worry about this.
Right. It's not as good as we or people
it's
think
good because they're a top 5 rush offense.
Right.
But when you get into the details of it, it's like, all right, well, Cam Scadaboo's coming off a massive surgery on his ankle. Tyrone Tracy has had a couple of injury issues, and he's not really a running back. He's learning the scheme, and he's really good, but we don't know. And so I think they're looking for insurance. Devin Singletary is likely to be a cap casualty. Right.
Right.
So you could say, oh, well, Turbo Miller's there, right? Dante Miller, he give him a chance. He hadn't done anything. So I think it's a sneaky little void that the Giants are looking at.
Well,
now, is that worth the 5th overall pick in Jeremiah Love? Probably not. Is that worth an overpay in free agency for Kenneth Walker? Probably not. But the fact that they're talking about it means that one of these guys who's likely a bit piece in the draft is likely to become a New York Giant.
Well, look, you hit on this because I've been giving this a lot of thought. Like, is this a smokescreen or is there reality to it? You mentioned the Giants were 5th and run the football last year. Right. Yeah, a lot of it came from the quarterback.
Of course.
So when we talk about that number.
But hold on. Before we pause, before you go on.
Go ahead.
The Baltimore Ravens regularly rush for 3,000 yards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
3,000. 2,100 is elite for a team.
Yeah.
The Ravens rush for 3,000 yards.
Yeah.
Why? Because they have a good running back and they have a quarterback who can run.
They also have a great running back.
Oh, great. Right. He's a Hall of Famer. He's first ballot.
Right.
Derrick Henry. But and Lamar Jackson, if he wins and does ultimately what he's continued to do, he could be a Hall of Famer as well. But my point is, like, if it's now become part of your run offense.
Yeah.
The quarterback. And if you don't have that, you're undercutting your ability to be effective run team.
No, I completely agree with you. I
can't penalize the running back room because the quarterback is part of it.
I'm not penalizing them. Here's what I'm doing. I'm trying to be fair and look at this running back room and see Tyrone Tracy. You mentioned Devin Singletary may not be here, and Cam Scadaboo, who everybody fell in love with. And I start to ask myself, okay, how good is that? How good is it? And then I start to think about something you and Sean said weeks ago about taking a running back early, because we were having that debate about drafting upon need or drafting upon best available player, and it takes a special circumstance to draft a running back that high.
Yes.
And
he's got to be the best available player.
He's got to be the best available player, and your team needs to be in a position where drafting that player takes you to the next level.
Right.
When the Giants did it with Saquon Barkley, they were in a weird spot. They had an aging quarterback. It was almost like they were trying to keep this era continuing, even though it was time to move on. I look at this Giant team right now, and I say to myself, they are kind of in this weird spot where drafting a running back isn't the craziest thing ever.
No.
Because Cam Scadaboo, we all love him, but honestly, what has he done? He's also coming off a major injury.
Right.
How good is Cam Scadaboo truly going to be? Besides the jerseys he sells, and besides the fans loving him, and he's rough, and he's mean, and I love his streamings and all that crap. Like, how good is he really? Tyrone Tracy's solid.
Yeah.
But if you could add a generational running back, and Jeremiah Love is described as that kind of player, the more I think about it, and it's not just to get you guys nuts, because I think everyone has Saquon. What's that phrase? HPCT? ACTT?
What?
When you do something and you're fearful of it, like, what's that called again?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like when you get hit and you're like afraid you're going to get hit again? What's that called? Come on.
It's an acronym?
Yeah. Or not OCD, but like, what's that called again?
What? I can see. I can hear Summers on Friday. What?
HTCT. Come on, Rosie. You're filling in for Sean. You're a smart guy. Like when you're fearful of something happening to you again, and come on.
Oh, post-traumatic stress?
Yeah, what's it called?
PTSD.
PTSD, thank you.
It's like, okay, now we got it.
Took you guys 60 seconds to get it. I know a lot of Giant fans have Saquon Barkley PTSD.
Yes.
In terms of taking a running back really high. But I think your circumstances today are far different than your circumstances in 2018.
To me, it's going to depend on what happens next week. Next Monday, when Evan will be flying home trying to make our show. In the morning, when free agency, the legal tampering period starts, we're going to find out what the Giants are going to do. And can they create some more cap space? Most likely. You're starting to already see some of these cap casualties. Bobby Okereke's one. I just mentioned Devin Singletary. So there could be some room here. But I think but they have $100 million next year.
Right.
And so creating a better team in free agency will dictate what I think they're going to do in the draft.
Oh, yeah, because
if they fill those needs in free agency, get whatever offensive lineman, a linebacker, whoever, you could see them saying, all right, we're kind of covered. Let's just go take the best player available.
And that could be Jeremiah Love.
And let's be honest, if you go look at the big board, there are 7 or 8 like first year guys that are going to play and be impact players right away.
Right.
In the NFL, in this NFL draft, based on what they did at the combine, based on their tape from college, Jeremiah Love is one of them.
No doubt.
And so it's hard to like look at him and say, yeah, we don't need him.
Yeah, it's a weird thing where I will tell you as an IFO, I don't think it's the craziest thing ever, even though it sounded crazy maybe 2 weeks ago, to draft Jeremiah Love at 5.
I can rationalize it. I don't love it, but I can rationalize it.
Yeah, as an IFO, I could tell you it's actually really smart. And then the benefit of it is not only do you make a smart move, but a lot of Giant fans would have meltdowns because of the PTSD they have with Saquon Barkley.
Now we got the word.
So, yeah, now I got it all flowing. So it's almost like a good thing. You know? You get the good of, hey, it makes your team better, and I am not a Giant hater. And then B, I get to see you guys freak out. But I heard something on one of my favorite Giant podcasts. I try to listen to Sean's. He does a very good job. But Giants Nation is also a very good pod. And Jordan Ronan was on the other day, and he made this comment about the Giants offseason. I want you to take a listen, and then we could play the game of what would shock you. Here's Jordan Ronan on the Giants Nation podcast just the other day.
I think they're about to take like a wrecking ball's not the right word, but they are really going to reshape this roster. It's just going to have a way different look and feel by the time they're done with it. And that's the thing. And you said that because John Harbaugh is in charge. Nobody really knows what to expect from him, right? Because, yeah, we kind of see you could use Baltimore as background, but he was never really in charge of personnel also. So, like, I think people have ideas, but it's like we're more so than ever before. We're going to get an idea. We're going to get probably shocked by some of the things that happen here.
We're going to get shocked by some of the things that happen here. What would shock you, T?
Only nothing really.
Nothing.
You know what? I hear what Jordan's saying, and I think he's right. I think he's positioning it as this is going to be shocking, but it's not, because all you got to do is listen to John Harbaugh. We were at his introductory press conference. He said a lot, and there was a lot of levity about his dad and everything else. And what was the one thing that you came away with?
He wants guys that love football and want to play.
You freaking nailed it, Evan.
Thank you.
When the one thing that I will never forget from John Harbaugh's introductory press conference is we want to play football. We want to talk football. We want to sleep football. We want to eat football. We want to love football. So guess what? The Evan Neals of the world are not going to be on the New York Giants, because you know what? I don't think he loves football. The Deonte Banks of the world, who might love success in football but doesn't want to grind to be great at football, are not going to be on this team. And so I think John Harbaugh told us what kind of player he wants. And look, it's going to be an independent evaluation. I think that's one of the reasons that you change things up. You bring in different coaches. You bring in different front office executives, because you need to look at all of these guys, every single one of those guys, all 53 or whatever it is, 60 plus with the practice squad. Look at every single one of those guys with an independent eye and say, does this guy love football? And if the answer is even I don't know,
get rid of him.
See ya.
Yeah.
It's what you have to do. And I respect John Harbaugh for doing that, because the best coaches, that's what they do. That's what Tom Coughlin did when he came in 2004. It was, do you love football? Great. You love it. Now, how can I make you better? And you might hate me for it, but I'm going to grind on your ass until you want to be great. And so I think John Harbaugh is going to do that.
Yeah, those guys, to me, are the obvious ones, because they're busts and it just didn't work out. And you're right. You can walk away saying, do they love football? Is there anyone else on this roster who's actually good and actually not a bust, who John Harbaugh looks into the eyes of and says, doesn't love football, I'm going to get rid of him?
I mean,
is Kayvon Thibodeau one of those guys?
No, I don't think so, because I think he loves it. I think he just might be opportunistically a way to improve your roster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you are what's the kid's name? I'm forgetting his name, from the Bears. That's the linebacker.
Tremont Edmonds.
Tremont Edmonds. Like, if they want to flop out a linebacker for an edge rusher, does that make a lot of sense? You know, because Sean and I had this conversation.
Yeah.
You know, when you
It's like what the Jets did.
What the Jets did. When you make a trade, go get Trevante Sweat, who helps you right away. You get rid of one of your edge rushers, and you got to fill that position. But it's a player for player. Like, it's taking one guy and getting another guy. Could the Giants do that with Kayvon? Absolutely.
So in your eyes, when a good Giant beat reporter like Jordan Rodon says you may be shocked by what happens this offseason, your answer is nothing will shock me.
Nothing will shock me.
Nothing will. Well, Giant fans, what would shock you?
Well,
trading the quarterback. Besides
that would shock me.
Yes.
Trading up to get from Mendoza and getting rid of Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
That would shock me.
Right.
Otherwise, because I've said this multiple times. You know, you've heard me say this. There's just not enough guys on this team that love football. And John Harbaugh said it. It was the first thing that he said.
Yeah.
If you don't love football, you're not going to be here.
It's interesting. It's one of those things that when you start to really think about it, and we are a week away from free agency beginning, and you start to put it in your head, wow, the Giants could do anything. They could take almost a wrecking ball to the roster. Yes. And then you remind yourself that there's a new guy in charge, and they're coming off a year in which they won how many games? 4 games last year?
Yeah, 4.
I forget.
Yeah.
4? Then
we both sucked.
Yes. Then it shouldn't shock you if there's a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
So, Giant fans, what would shock you? What would qualify as shocking you this offseason?
See, there's not that many guys.
There's nothing.
I'm looking at the starting roster from last year. There's not many guys that you're looking at. Like, Dexter Lawrence being moved would shock me.
See, that wouldn't shock me. I completely disagree with you. Not that I expect it, but I wouldn't be stunned because...
Okay, Brian Burns getting traded.
Yes. Yeah, I think Brian... Like, if I had to put a ranking system of, okay, this will shock me.
Yeah.
Obviously, you put the quarterback in its own pod.
Right.
We know that.
That is not happening, though.
It's not happening, and that would stun us.
Right.
And I think you're talking about these 2 players specifically. Everyone else, I guess I'd be open to being surprised. And those 2 players are Brian Burns and Andrew Thomas.
Right.
And I think that's it.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I think I look at the rest of the roster and say, you know what?
I agree.
Nothing would surprise me.
Everyone else could potentially be expendable.
It's on the table. We'll get your calls coming up, 888-808-1019. And Jet fans, I have to defend our honor because what was said about Aaron Glenn last week on this radio station and all over social media was absolute BS. And I'm not the biggest Aaron Glenn guy, but I like to be fair. We'll get to that coming up. We got a lot of baseball. Matthew Schaefer continues to be the king of New York. The New York Knicks with an impressive victory. We will touch on everything over the next 4 hours. The toll-free number is 888-808-1019. Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires. From Connecticut to Maine, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
We're getting ready for another season of Yankees and Mets baseball on WFAN.
Going on deep drive right field, hit hard, and is screaming out of here.
We've got all the bases covered with breaking news, analysis, and good old-fashioned New York sports talk on The Fan, 101.9 FM, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
Powerful doesn't just happen. You have to make it happen. So the moment Total Wireless offers a free Samsung S25 FE with Galaxy AI, when you switch to Total 5G or 5G Plus Unlimited 3-month plan, you take the network as powerful as you, with unlimited 5G data that won't slow you down. Now that's a total power move. Visit your neighborhood Total Wireless store. Device taxes and fees may apply. Requires new activation on a Total 5G Unlimited 3-month plan or higher. External port-in and ID verification. Available only in Total Wireless stores. Limit to 4 devices per account.
It's now time for CEO Spotlight. Advice from the nation's top corporate leaders on how to grow your business and expand your horizons. Rabbi David Rosen is the president and CEO of the Hebrew Free Loan Society.
There's a lot I'd like to accomplish. Part of what excited me about coming to the Hebrew Free Loan Society was my assessment that the organization had a great model with a lot of unrealized potential. We've got an excellent staff at HFLS, and one of the principles I've tried to weave into the culture, we should have people exercising leadership at every level. It's really the people closest to the work who know the most about it and how it can be even better. So I try hard to give the people maximum responsibility and really encourage them to suggest improvements in new directions. My feeling is if we hire the right people, they will not be satisfied with simply executing instructions. They'll want to feel like they have contributions to helping the organization execute on its mission better and better every year.
You can hear the full interview by visiting the Wins AM On Demand podcast feed or go to Odyssey.com/1010wins.
Brooklyn doesn't do quiet. We live loud. We play hard. Sunday, March 8th at 3 p.m., be there for Brooklyn FC's inaugural match. Professional soccer the Brooklyn way. Get your tickets now at brooklynfootballclub.com.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-458-9469. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-458-9469. 800-458-9469. 800-458-9469.
Hey, this is Tiki Barber. Those of us living in New Jersey got hit with a 20% electric rate increase. If your current heating system is over 15 years old, it's time for a new high-efficiency carrier system, and there's only one company to call for a new one. My friends at Edison Heating and Cooling, New Jersey's heating experts for over 38 years. Older heating systems waste gas, so get your system checked now and save money with Edison Heating and Cooling. Contact them now at edisonhvac.com. That's edisonhvac.com.
You spend your days processing thousands of requests at once, so I get it. Being on all the time is exhausting. Running a business means wearing every hat, but when you're taking client texts at dinner just to keep up, you aren't scaling, you're drowning.
When you're stretched thin, calls get missed, and revenue walks out the door. It's hard to see the bottlenecks until you realize how much growth is slipping away. There has to be a smarter way.
So now is the time to try Quo. Quo is the #1 business phone system that streamlines and scales your customer communications. So say goodbye to voicemail. Quo's AI agent can be set up in minutes to answer calls and questions 24/7, so you never lose a lead.
Plus, your team can share one business number for calls and texts. It creates seamless collaboration, so nothing is missed with Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers.
Like I said, it's time to try Quo for free at quo.com/WFAN. That's QUO.com/WFAN. To try Quo for free. Quo.com/WFAN.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach your friendly live agent. Donation's super easy and your car can be picked up by tomorrow. Call now or go to carsforkids.org.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Looking for the lowest price on name brand tires? Get to Town Fair Tire and get the guaranteed lowest price on any name brand tire. Nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Get connected with WFAN to talk about your favorite teams. The Fan on the Odyssey, iHeart, and TuneIn apps.
Just for the record, I said I would not be shocked by a Dexter Lawrence trade. And you, Tiki, is saying that you would be shocked by a Dexter Lawrence trade?
I would be shocked by a Dexter Lawrence trade.
Well, Connor Hughes is reporting stuff that would align with Tiki's perspective.
Okay.
Because Connor said Dexter Lawrence is untouchable in trade talks, barring insane return value. Quote, multiple sources who met with the Giants said they came away believing Lawrence, barring insane return value, was untouchable. One high-ranking Giants source said there was, quote, zero truth to any notion they were considering moving Dexter Lawrence. New defensive coordinator Denard Wilson is particularly high on Lawrence. The two have spent quite a bit of time talking.
Yeah, it would be, I think the biggest reason to not move Dexter Lawrence is replacing him is hard.
Yes.
I mean, you could get somebody who's just a big body and put him in the middle of the defense, but he's not going to have the impact that Dexter Lawrence regularly has. This season notwithstanding, but you know what I mean. He is an impact dominant middle force defense.
Yeah, and I think the thing is, like, the Giants are trying to win right now. So if they got this, quote, insane return value, and let's say it was similar to what the Jets got back for Quinn Williams, you then have to draft players. Yes. Like, they're lottery tickets, as we always talk about.
Who are rookies.
And we know how you feel about rookies. So I still hear that quote, and I'm like, yeah, they can still trade him.
I hate rookies.
Because that's like the whole game. The game of, we're never trading him.
Right. But, I mean, that also makes the assumption that people are trying to trade for Dexter Lawrence, and the Giants are saying, no, we're not trading him. Give me more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's why I read a story like that and I say, yeah, I still think it's very, very possible. Now, let me just say.
But it would shock me.
It would shock
The point is, it would shock me.
It would not.
Rookies are lazy and stupid.
I would not be shocked. I'm not going to say it's 90%, but I would not, like, if he broke the glass and said Dexter Lawrence has been traded to the blah, blah, blahs, I would not be stunned. Now, let me get Darren Glenn, because this has been pissing me off all weekend.
That bad?
Yeah. I hate stupid.
It's just Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, I know. And I'm not even the biggest Aaron Glenn guy. And I've taken many shots at him, and I don't have a lot of faith in him. But the idea that you guys, and you're one of them, Teak, would just say on the radio over and over again, yeah, he fell asleep at the combine. He fell asleep at the combine.
Clown.
He did not fall asleep at the combine.
He did. We've all been there.
Bro, he was looking down at his tablet. And the fact this gets repeated over and over again.
So why do you look down at your tablet with your face still looking forward?
Because you're very focused.
So you're looking down at your tablet and with your head. Because here's what it would be like. And if you're on YouTube, you can look at me. So I'm trying to look at my computer screen. So I'm watching, looking at my computer screen. But my head is still here.
Man.
Oh, my eyes are a little tired. Yeah, I'll take a little nap. There we go. Hey, Aaron, someone's looking at you. What? Oh, it's all good. I mean, that's what happened.
That's not what happened.
He might have been looking at his tablet, but he looked at his tablet and fell asleep.
No, he wasn't. I don't even know how you see that. And it gets repeated over and over again. And the only reason it gets repeated all over again is because it's the Jets.
I love the Jets.
And Carton pissed me off even more because I called the Jets. I asked the Jets. Did you call the Jets this time and say, did Aaron Glenn fall asleep? Because I guarantee they would have told you he didn't fall asleep. Now, here's what.
How would they know?
Well, how would they?
He was sitting in there by himself. The PR people aren't at the combine.
They would ask Aaron Glenn.
And what's Aaron Glenn going to say?
Well, what would the Jets? This goes back to my whole issue.
Hey, Aaron, did you steal the Snickers from the grocery store? No, what are you talking about? Yeah, but I didn't steal a Snicker. No. What are you talking about?
But that goes back.
This one, I had this, man.
Well, that goes back to Craig calling the Jets and saying, hey, Woody, did you interfere in the defensive coordinator search? Of course they're not going to say that they did. But my point is, he's in such a rush to call the Jets. Not this time. This time, Aaron Glenn's a buffoon who fell asleep. He didn't fall asleep. And trust me, I kill the Jets as much as anybody. I'm down on the Jets. I don't believe in the head coach, blah, blah, blah. But I do believe in fairness. And what kills me about this is I know we have to live with this because they're the Jets.
Yes.
And because they're the Jets, stories like this are going to come out, and we just have to take it.
Yeah, deal with it. It's all good.
But he didn't fall asleep, Tinky.
It does. I mean,
he was staring at his tablet.
Perceptually, he looked like he fell asleep.
Oh, my God.
And you know what makes it look like he fell asleep?
What?
The fact that he has his hand on his cheek. If he was just sitting there, it'd be fine.
He was focused.
But when you put your hand on your cheek, and you're like, you know that as soon as your body loses like that real consciousness, it's going to fall. Your hand is going to support you. We've all done it.
All right.
We've all done it.
I think you're wrong. I think you're all wrong. I think that you're going out of your way to bash the Jets for something that's not even true.
We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this.
He did not fall asleep.
He is not looking at his tablet.
He was looking at, trust me, I'm an expert on looking at one's tablet. Now, before we get to your calls, I'm going to play a quick game with you.
You're spinning this worse than our government.
I'm not spinning any. Why would I spin things when I go out of my way to call my team out?
The Jets are a sewer.
Like, I'm honest about them. Let's play a quick game. What did Joe B say about Aaron Glenn supposedly falling asleep at the combine?
He said, "Are you kidding me?"
So you think he was pissed about it?
Yeah.
All right.
And the Jets hate me. You know they can't stand me over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is Joe Beningo, the great Joe B, my longtime partner on Saturday. His comments on the accusations that Aaron Glenn fell asleep at the combine.
I don't care that Glenn passed out at the combines, all right? I just care that he's a terrible head coach.
By the way, that's the right answer.
It probably is.
Who cares if he slept at the combine? Be a good coach, and really we won't care.
That is the typical Joe B answer.
That is such a great
Which is,
Joe B answer.
I don't even care if this story is true. Can the guy freaking coach?
All right, I'm looking at this picture of Aaron Glenn right now. Yeah. I'm zooming in.
He's not sleeping, dude.
You know, if I was looking at his left eye,
yeah,
like the one that's farthest away, I could see what you're saying.
Thank you.
But his right eye is just like fully shut.
Tiki, here's all I know, and this is the answer to the question. If that was the same exact image and video was John Harbaugh,
yes.
If the same exact image and video was Kyle Shanahan,
it would not be John Harbaugh or Kyle Shanahan. You know why?
Why?
Because neither one of them stopped talking. They are constantly on the go.
Okay.
Constantly.
Well, can you live in my hypothetical world for 10 seconds?
But go ahead.
If it's a respected NFL head coach,
yes,
no one would say they were sleeping.
No.
They're saying he's sleeping because it's the Jets.
No. I think they would say he's sleeping, but they would say it in a different context. It would be, Kyle Shanahan's had a long day. He just grabbed some Z's real quick. He'll be back up and at him and crushing it like he always does. Like the narrative would be different.
The narrative would be different.
It'd be the same thing. Oh, he's sleeping. but it's all good because he's earned his rest.
I just care that he's a terrible head coach.
Aaron Glenn hasn't earned the right to sleep on the job. So I'm being honest.
Let's get to your calls. 888-808-1019. Patrick's in Melville. Good morning, Patrick.
Hey, guys. How you doing? Thanks for taking my call. I got 2 quick points for you. So I think that the Giants would probably shop around Kayvon Thibodeau. Hopefully see if they get a first-round pick for him, because I don't think that Thibodeau is going to do it here. And I think it'd be a good idea. My second point is, I think I got a great way to fix the Pro Bowl. I think that the national champions should play the last place NFL team, and I think that everybody would watch that game.
You know what's funny, Patrick? As you were winding up to make a point about I have a way to save the Pro Bowl, collectively the audience was saying, "Who cares?
Yes.
Who asked for this?
Yes."
But then when you said your idea,
yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Collectively, we're all like,
"It would never happen. It'll never ever happen." But I would watch that. I absolutely would watch that.
I would too, because there has been a talk for many, many years. It's like a cliched sports talk radio conversation, more nationally, of would the worst NBA team beat the best college team? Would the worst NFL team beat the best college team? I'm telling you, ever tuned into like Fox Sports Radio back in 2005, they'd be breaking that down at 2 a.m. It would end the hypothetical discussion. And so, yes, I would watch that. Now, the answer is the worst NFL team would kick their ass.
Oh, of course it would.
The worst NBA team.
Because the margins of the college team are so low. Like the what do they call it? The weakest common denominator on any of those college teams is so bad that he's going to be an accountant.
Yes.
In 6 months.
Nothing wrong
or
with that.
He's going to be working for his dad's shop in 8 months. Like it's just... They're not football players.
Right.
They're just guys on the team.
That's right. That's right. Let's go to Dominic in New Rochelle. What's up, Dominic?
What's up, boys?
Yo's good.
Yeah, I can't see them taking Love at 5, guys. That would shock me. I understand the logic behind it because Scott is coming off a horrendous injury and Tracy gets banged up a lot. But this team has no linebackers, especially if Okereke gets cut.
Yep.
I don't think McFadden is getting re-signed because he's never available. I think they're going to take a Sonny Styles or down. Styles will instantly be your blue chip middle backer. Also, if they don't resign Illuminor, this team needs a right tackle and also a corner.
Yeah.
Much more needs than a running back.
I agree with you.
That would shock me.
I mean, we could talk our way in. I could rationalize it.
Oh, I can easily. You can fill those holes in free agency.
Right. And that's what we talked about before.
Yeah.
In free agency, they go get the best swing tackle that's out there to replace Illuminor. You trade for Tremaine Edmonds from the Bears, and so you fill the linebacker void. There's a handful of really good. I think the Bears also have a cornerback. I'm forgetting his name right now, but there's also like these players that could fill free agency what you need. Therefore, the draft becomes a luxury. And by the way, that's what the best teams do. That's how the Rams got to where they were. They just made all these trades in the offseason. The draft was just kind of like, whatever. If we get somebody, Yeah, let's take a run on this kid in the 5th round. What's his name? Nekua? Puka Nacua. Oh yeah, let's go get that guy. Right? The draft becomes a luxury.
Yeah.
Because you've done everything else with trades and free agency, and so I don't mind that. I actually love that. We've gotten so enamored with the draft, and you know how I feel about rookies. Like the draft is not your savior.
Right?
It will never be your savior because half of those dudes aren't going to make it.
Well, I give you an example where the draft can't be your savior, and it bothered me, even though I agreed with it, which is a conflict I have a lot as a Jet fan. They did really well in the draft 4 years ago when they drafted Garrett Wilson.
Oh, dude.
When they drafted Jermaine Johnson. When they drafted Sauce Gardner.
Right. All 3 of those guys got their 5th-year option picked up. Think about that.
Yeah. So pretty good draft, right?
Great draft.
You would say that's like a legendary draft.
Legendary home run.
How'd they win?
Exactly.
And that's
they didn't.
Like you can hit in the draft, but you have to do a lot of other things to
and
be
how
successful.
many of those guys are still here?
Well, and here's the thing about the Jermaine Johnson trade. I understand it.
Of course.
I am not going to sit here.
Just like you understand the Sauce trade.
Of course. I understand it. Like they added a big, I don't want to say fat because that feels mean. He's fat. A big, large run stuffer, right? To this defensive line. Good move, young player too.
Which you need, by the way.
Which they need.
Because you can't stop the run.
100%. So, like, I like it from a player-for-player perspective. But if you're a Jet fan who just said, oh, what a great trade, I love it.
Right.
There's not a part of you that's sad. There's not a part of you that says, wow, we hit on this late first-round pick that we traded up for. He looked like he was going to be a superstar before he tore his Achilles. He was on the verge of being an electric pass rusher.
Yeah, last year.
And then he got hurt.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
And we're good with just, we traded him for this big, fat run stuffer.
He's fat!
Like,
fat!
You know what I mean? Like, you can like the trade and understand it, but also simultaneously say, that trade makes me sad.
Yeah.
And that was my opinion on it while laying on the beach in Florida.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sad. Is that a fair? You understand that?
No, I get it. Because he could have been, again, this is different than baseball. I think that there's much more of a, I don't know, just this romanticization of homegrown baseball talents.
Yeah.
It's different. Like in football, it's cool, especially if it's a quarterback. But damn, just get me a win. Just
you think I care that Curtis Martin was on the Patriots?
Exactly. Just give me someone who can help me win a chance. I don't even care.
Yeah.
Like baseball, it's a journey because I mean the seasons are freaking long as hell. It just takes forever. You've talked about the kid since he was 17. If he came out of high school, 20, 21. If he came out of college, it's like, dude, I can't wait. And then he gets here and he's awesome. And then you trade him, or at least you don't sign him, and he goes to the Baltimore Orioles. I mean, that's what it feels like in baseball. Like it's an emotional tie. Football is less so.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't devastate me maybe on those levels. But when I saw the trade, I had these two like simultaneous emotions.
Right.
Smart football move. Look at Darren Mougey. He's out there making moves.
Darryl, Mr. Smiles, Mougey.
But then the other side of me said, man, I thought Jermaine Johnson was going to be a superstar.
By the way, another good move by Mougey.
Yeah, it was a good move.
He just keeps making them.
And he's heartless because he didn't draft Jermaine Johnson.
Right.
But as a Jet fan, like sometimes, it's like when they traded Sam. I remember when they traded Sam to Carolina, I had that emotion. Every Jet fan was excited. Like, who cares? We're drafting Zach Wilson. We got a first-round pick. This is amazing. And I said, yeah, but isn't there a part of you that's sad that it didn't work out? Same thing with Sauce Gardner. I remember saying that to you at the deadline.
Right.
Yes, it's a smart trade. Yes, they got insane value back. Yeah. You're not sad because when you draft someone in the first round, your intention is that guy's going to be here for a long time and he's going to be really good. And you're going to buy his jersey and maybe, God forbid, someday that number's going to be on the wall.
Yeah.
When you trade him for draft picks, or in this case, when you trade him for just a large run stuffer.
I saw a belly.
Like, there's a level of, that didn't work out.
Right. But you got a really big, good run stopper.
Yeah, it's a good move.
Right.
I'd say it wasn't.
It is.
I'd say it wasn't. Phil's on Long Island. Hey, Phil.
What up, Phil?
Hey, guys. Hey, Tiki, much respect both on and off the field. Well done, my friend.
Thank you.
And Evan,
Yeah.
listen, Aaron Glenn was like 2 seconds away from drooling. He was sound this week.
What can I tell you? You're wrong. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. You're just all wrong.
Where did you get this? He's looking at his tablet from.
By watching the video?
Okay, I watched the video too, and you don't come awake because if he's not sleeping, it's not whatever. You don't look up that abruptly if you're looking at your tablet. Like if you're aware and your mind is functioning and someone like screams something, because that's clearly what happened. Someone said something to him and then he's startled awake. You're not shocked by it. Like you
don't know that. What if someone farted?
That's what made him just like look up. Like
I don't know, but you're jumping to the conclusion that he was sleeping when it clearly was looking at his tablet. Just because he jumped up quickly, you think that means and that proves?
His face might have been at his tablet, but I don't think he was looking at it.
All right. I mean, you guys are all wrong. You, Craig, Sean, just repeat the same thing.
I commend you. You should be a politician for trying to change the narrative in spite of the facts that are smacking you right in the face.
You're not smacking me in the face. What are you talking about? Jake's in Manhattan. Hey, Jake.
Hey, Jake.
Hey, guys. How's it going? I got a quick Breece point, and then I got a question for Tiki regarding Arvell Reese. But my quick Breece point is I know they're right now negotiating, and I know they're close, hopefully, to a contract.
Yes.
If they don't get a contract done, I am very fearful. He is a very big diva on social media. I don't know if I'm sure you guys have seen, and I see him causing a stink if they put a tag on him. That's my quick Breece point.
That Breece would cause it. Breece would call. We'll let you make your point. I just want to clarify. You're saying if they put the tag on Breece, and the deadline is tomorrow at 4:00, just so we all know.
And then they have essentially a month to get a deal worked out.
I think it's more, isn't it, till June, I think?
Maybe it is. 2 months.
It's a while. You're saying that you think Breece Hall goes nuclear on social media because he's pissed off he's been tagged?
100%. If you've seen him over the past couple of years, he tweets all the time negative thoughts and gets mad at people all the time on Twitter. He will go. He'll get in fights with Jet fans. And I think he also doesn't want to be here personally.
All right, we'll address it in a minute. What's your question for Tiki?
Yeah, but regarding Tiki, my question for you is: everyone is so high on Arvell Reese, and obviously he's a good player. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I get very nervous with the notion that he can play two different positions. Where I'd rather have someone that's a purely good at one position itself. Like David Bailey is a pure edge rusher. I get nervous with Arvell Reese.
Yeah, so Arvell, it's interesting because he gets positioned as a linebacker in the way that Ohio State used him. He was both. And so we used to call him it was the Sam, like the will linebacker for us. This is a different era of football, so bear with me for a second. The will linebacker was always in the well. He was always off the line of scrimmage. And if they wanted to put pressure on an edge, then they would put the Sam linebacker on the end of the line of scrimmage. He could either drop into coverage. He could rush the passer. You could do stunts, whatever you. Arvell Reese is more of that traditional Sam linebacker, where he's an athlete, just like Kayvon Thibodeau in his first couple of years. You'd see him dropping into the flat. Remember how he used to get criticized? Oh, he doesn't get enough pressure. I'm like, well, hell, Wink on 25% of these snaps is having him cover.
Right.
Of course, he's not going to get pressure because he's not even rushing the passer. I think Arvell Reese is more like what Kayvon Thibodeau has been asked to do. Whereas Sonny Styles, he's a well backer. And he's athletic as hell, as we saw at the combine. He doesn't miss tackles. I think it was like 97% tackle percentage. I heard at one point it was none. He didn't miss any, but I think it was like 1 or 2 that he missed all season long. But like I think it's what you need. It depends on what you want or what you need.
Yeah, to his question about Breece Hall, I do get a vibe that he would prefer to be elsewhere. I do. And I think that's because this team has lost a lot. It's totally understandable. I also think that the Jets are making a good faith attempt to get a deal done with him. I think sometimes when guys are tagged, it's just, screw you, we're tagging you. We're not even seriously negotiating with you.
Right.
We just know we're going to have you.
Right. It was like what the Giants did with Saquon.
I agree. And it caused anger. I think there's a genuine negotiation going on, which leads me to believe, A, they're going to work out a deal.
Right.
And then B, even if they don't, Breece knows it's good faith. And so I don't think he's going to go on social media and, cry a foul.
Right.
Now, I hope I'm right, because if I'm wrong, that's an ugly situation. But I do get the sense, if I had to make a prediction, the glass will break either on our show or somewhere on WFAN over the next 36 hours that Breece Hall will have agreed to an extension with the New York Jets.
Right.
I don't think this is going to go into transition tag or franchise tag world.
Right. You were right, by the way. It's later. It's July 15th. Yeah. If you get tagged by tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow at 4:00 is the deadline,
If you get tagged by tomorrow at 4:00, you have until July 15th to get a long-term deal, or you have to play out on the tag or hold out.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're going to get a deal done. That'd be my guess.
Especially if they tag them. It's a long time.
Yep. Let's go to Mike in Farmingdale. What's up, Mike?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
What's up?
So
Friday, they nailed it. Big Mac and Carton. Big Mac said, listen, he said Aaron Glenn wasn't in a REM sleep. And then Carton followed up with maybe not the same line right afterwards. He said that Evan is going to defend Glenn to the death that he wasn't sleeping.
Yeah.
If he didn't have his hand on his chin, his face would have hit the iPad.
You know what? But first of all, I'll give Craig credit for one thing. He knows me. We worked together for 2.5 years. He knows my opinion sometimes. Now, maybe he also read my tweet because I tweeted.
Right.
He was not sleeping, but why get in the way of LOL Jets? He wasn't sleeping. I'm sorry. And what I would ask Craig again is, go do your thing. Call the Jets and ask them. You like calling the Jets and asking what's up? Ask him if Aaron Glenn fell asleep. And
they're going to know. How would they know?
Ask Aaron Glenn.
I just don't know how they would know.
By saying, Aaron, did you fall asleep at the combine? Now, I know, obviously, I'm being sarcastic. He's going to say no, just like the Jets said no to any issues with ownership getting involved.
Right.
My point is, I watched the video. He didn't fall asleep. And we can LOL Jets this all day. I will fight to the death.
I hate the New York Jets.
Sometimes I do too.
What
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Let's go to Clay on Long Island. Hey, Clay.
Hey, guys, I have 2 points. I have a Giants at 5 who they should draft, and I also have a Dexter Lawrence trade proposal.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
At 5, the Giants should, in my opinion, go either after Sonny Styles because we're probably going to cut Bobby Okereke and we're going to need a linebacker. Or, I don't know if he could, Teak, but if we draft Caleb Downs, do you think that Tyler Nubin has the body to maybe move up to linebacker?
Oh, man. I mean, maybe, but that's a tough transition. There's been a couple of guys that have done it. Obviously, most famously, Hall of Famer Brian Urlacher. But it's hard to be a safety and then learn how to play in that kind of traffic. Now, he's a bigger body, but I think the only way it would work is if Tyler Nubin wanted to do that. It's not something you're just going to be like, "Hey, dude, we're moving you to safety. We're moving you from safety to linebacker." The Jets tried to do this with Jarian Sherwood, and it worked to varying degrees of success. Sometimes he was good, sometimes he was bad. I don't love that. I don't love that idea. But I do like Caleb Downs.
This Fan Focus is sponsored by Chef IQ. Precision cooking, effortless results, chefiq.com.
Look at this guy, just jumps in and starts talking. I'm just kidding, I told him.
I do what I can. The Islanders continue to be the best team in New York sports right now, winning their 5th in a row as they defeated the Panthers 5-4 at UBS last night. Matt Schaefer, 3-point game, 2 goals, getting the rookie to 20 goals, 3 behind the all-time rookie record set by who? Brian Leach in 88-89 season. Anders Lee scored the game winner with 32 seconds remaining in the third. And the Knicks snapped the Spurs' 11-game winning streak yesterday afternoon, beating them 114-89. Mikal Bridges led the Knicks with 25 points.
Matthew Schaefer continues to be
he's a
remarkable.
defenseman.
Yes.
So explain this to me.
Yes.
How has he scored 20 goals?
Rosie, how's he doing it?
He is an offensive defenseman.
So what does that mean?
What
does that mean? That means he's selfish. So he gets the puck in the defensive end and just like takes it up.
No, but there's some like defensemen that are defensive defensemen that are just there to block and check.
So
et cetera, et cetera.
he has the offensive skills despite playing defense.
Absolutely.
Why is he not a forward?
He wasn't brought up that way. He wasn't.
I mean, clearly he is though.
Well, no, but he can also play defense. That's the point. And he's 18. And the way the mindset is for these younger kids right now coming up in the minors and the AHL, OHL, et cetera, in the hockey minor leagues, is they do it all. They want to get the puck to the net as much as humanly possible.
What he is doing right now, and I was thinking about this last night. What other teenager besides Doc has done in New York sports? Now, most of the time, teenagers are not on the grand scale of playing professional sports in New York.
Mo Diawara is close because he's 20.
That's true.
But he's not really.
Hey, look, Mo Diawara, I mean, we're going to put him on the level of Matthew Schaefer and Doc Gooden?
No. But I'm just saying, he's been great.
Oh, no, absolutely. I'm not crapping on him.
There's no one close.
I just think what he's accomplishing right now is remarkable. And what the Islanders are accomplishing is remarkable because I think they're
I got to challenge you.
Keep going. What?
Keep going.
I was just saying that they're on this incredible streak of coming back from multi-goal deficits.
Right.
They are currently in a playoff spot. Anders Lee was awesome last night. They beat the defending 2-time Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. And by the way, the next time the Panthers come to UBS, I'm going to be in the building for that one. I'm bringing those loser Panther fans with me, my relatives. And I got my Matthew Schaefer jersey on, which I admit is weird that I'm wearing the jersey of a teenager. But you know what? He's that awesome.
Right.
What were you gonna say now?
I could challenge you.
Challenge me on what?
Have you ever heard the name Julian Hall?
Soccer player.
Soccer player, right.
Yeah.
You know how old he is?
12.
No. He's 17.
Yeah, that's impressive.
He's 17.
What team is he on?
He's on the New York Red Bulls.
Nah, it's impressive.
They hired a new coach, former U.S. men's national team member Michael Bradley,
Yeah.
who started his professional career as on the Red Bulls way back when. They're 2-0 right now. Julian Hall has scored all 3 of their goals.
That's impressive.
He's leading MLS in scoring.
Okay. So you're saying he's better than Matthew Schaefer?
And
what?
They started 2 other teenagers.
That's crazy. But
So
that's
they have-
soccer.
they-
It's almost
they
like it
have
doesn't
3
count.
It does count. What are you talking about?
Because they have teenagers all the
They
time.
have 3 of their 11 starters.
Remember Freddie Adu?
Are 17 or younger. One of them's 16, dude. 16.
No, I get you.
The Red Bulls are fun as hell.
I'm not saying that that's not impressive.
He's not
It's just-
Matthew Schaefer yet.
Okay.
But I got to tell you, if he scores 20 goals this year and the Red Bulls are fantastic, we're going to be talking about him. At least I will. 'Cause
Fair enough.
I like soccer. You guys don't.
No, and I respect
But
it.
Julian Hall is 17 years old.
Okay. What I am curious about, and I guess I have to ask the older Met fan who likes hockey. So Boomer is the perfect freaking guy.
Right.
Doc Gooden was a teenager for 1 year in his major league career, because I want to be fair about this.
Right.
And
Schaefer's
that was his
18, right?
Yeah, he's gonna be a rookie for 2 more freaking years.
Right. You mean a teenager?
A teenager. What did I say?
You said rookie.
I apologize.
Right.
Doc was a teenager in '84, and that was an unbelievable rookie season. He won Rookie of the Year, got Cy Young votes, was second in the Cy Young. It was an unbelievable year. But Doc '85 is the historic year. Doc was 20.
Right.
He was old. We throw him away.
Right.
Was Doc's rookie year on par, or is Schaefer's rookie year
that's
on
interesting.
par with Doc's rookie year? And I know it's an impossible comp because
Right,
it's
where
2
were-
different sports.
Where was Doc in the Rookie of the Year voting?
Number 1.
Number 1.
He
So
led the
won.
league in WAR.
Is Schaefer winning the Rookie of the Year?
Yeah.
Easily?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
So now you have to go look at more advanced metrics.
I would just, you know what? I think Boomer's the guy.
Let's do an AI search.
Should I ask AI who's had a better?
In the next break, we'll do an AI search on who had the. Well, it's hard.
It's not done yet.
Right, it's not done yet.
Right.
But you know what I mean. Who had the better rookie season?
Yeah.
Matthew Schaefer or Doc Gooden or Julian Hall? You got to put in Julian.
I'm not putting Julian Hall in. I mean, he's played 2 games, you just said.
Yeah, he's played. Actually, you know what? He's not even a rookie because he played last year. Too.
Yeah, he's not even a rookie.
In 16, he played last year.
Because those are, like, other than that, like, I know Ed Kranepool was a teenager,
Right.
but obviously not on this level.
Yeah, to your point, I can't think of anybody else.
What other guys in New York sports?
Football can't happen.
Can't happen.
Because you got to be what, 3 years removed from high school or whatever the
I don't think a teenager's ever played in the NFL.
No, we've been close. There's been a couple of kids that were like just 20, but I think you're right. Basketball.
Yeah, no, yeah, but I'm talking New York. Yes, I can name a ton of teenagers in the NBA because so many of them come out.
Yeah, Kobe, LeBron.
But in terms of the Knicks and the Nets, if we're looking at the local angle, there just isn't anybody. Like, we haven't. Now, maybe the Nets, maybe Igor Joman, who's very young. He's still a teenager.
No Rangers?
Has
Over
there
all those years, no Rangers?
Rosie, you're the Ranger guy. Wasn't Capo Caco a rookie, except a teenager, but he sucked?
Yeah, that's the difference. Is
How
you have
about
to be good.
Lafreniere? Wasn't he a teenager?
What about Hughes? When Jack Hughes?
Excuse me? Oh, Jack Hughes. I don't know what you said.
Was he when he first came? But I don't know if he was.
Yes. I think he was a teenager.
He definitely was. I don't know how great he was.
So Jack Hughes was a teenager, 2 years as a teenager.
Okay.
61 games in 2020, 7 goals, 14 assists.
Yeah, no.
And then 2021, 56 games, 11 goals, 20 assists.
No, he wasn't.
He's just not as good as Matthew Schaefer.
Well, I would still think Jack Hughes is a better player than Matthew
No,
Schaefer.
no.
But for
We're
this
talking about
perspective,
as a rookie.
as a rookie and as a teenager. Yes.
bro.
Yeah. No, I know.
That's why with Doc, like, I'm not including 85. 85 was one of the great pitching seasons of all time, but he was 20. I'm talking about the teenage years. Speaking of Jack Hughes, random observation. Jack Hughes looks exactly like former child actor Ryder Strong.
What show was he in?
Boy Meets World.
Oh, yeah.
You guys see that? I could totally see that.
I would never have known his name.
With the mushroom cut, kind of, right? I believe, because
Well,
Ryder
with
Strong
the
had
hair
the
and
pompadour.
the-
mushroom.
I
Yes.
never would have known that kid's name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, what was his name in Boy Meets World? Not Matthew. Sean? Good call by you. Ryder Strong, the Sean character. He was crazy. He was like 12 years old, living by himself.
That's kind of awesome.
Hooking up with girls. Like, he was the coolest 13-year-old of all time.
Wasn't Bam Bam Bigelow involved in Boy Meets World? There was
Vader.
like Vader
Vader.
was in with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Big Van Vader. That's right. I will get back to your calls in a minute. A lot of football on the table. We'll mix in some basketball next as well, including the Knicks beat the Spurs yesterday. It was an incredible win. What else can they do during the course of this regular season to give you hope going into the playoffs? We'll get to that coming up. Plus, Ron Darling took a deuce on Kodai Senga. 888-808-1019, the toll-free number. If you've been thinking about replacing those old chilly windows and doors, now's the time. Windorama's kicking off their winter warm-up sale, and you can save up to 40% on your installation project when you purchase and install through Windorama. 40% off, big savings, great products and brands, and expert installation. Hard to beat that. Keep the warm air in, the cold air out, and upgrade your home the right way. Visit Windorama.com or stop by one of their showrooms today. Windorama, your window and door specialist since 1977.
Look, you guys know I'm always incredibly busy juggling life, family, football, and cheer. By the way, congratulations, CJA. Team Gun, Savage 7, NCAA champions, as was Major 5, my daughter's team. CJA, we don't play. I'm always on the run, though. I like to know that my family is safe, especially when I'm not with them. So I turn to our partners at Sloman's, who installed the Sloman Shield Link system into our home, which combines safety, convenience, and peace of mind. Then I can manage it right from my phone. The best part is that I have complete control over my lighting and my door lock. So even if I'm away from home and need to let somebody in or give the impression that I'm home, I can turn the lights on and off just by using the app on my phone. It is so easy and so convenient. And the best thing is the technicians at Sloman's can install your system to exactly how you need it. Experience the future of home security and automation with the Sloman Shield Link system. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME. That's 1-800-ALARM-ME or visit Slomans.com.
It's the Carton Show with Craig Carton and Chris McMonagle. Afternoons 2 to 7 on the Fan, 101.9 FM.
It's going to be a fun baseball season, boy. I can tell you.
Stupid.
I'm getting a lot of popcorn. I'm getting a lot of Nicholas's ice cream. And I'm going to sit back and have a good old time this summer.
When I talk Yankees, I have to say they haven't won a championship since 09 every 45 seconds.
But we all know that.
Otherwise, I'm being a Yankee shill.
Get the Carton Show on demand. Available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, and the free Odyssey app.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
It's March, and the NCAA tournament is almost here. And the team that nobody should be sleeping on right now is the reigning, defending national champion, the Florida Gators. Because it's been assumed all year long, Arizona, Michigan, and Duke, the three best teams. Don't look now. Florida's won 9 straight and 14 of 15. They are obliterating teams in SEC play, and Florida will be worthy of your consideration come tournament time. I'm Nick Costos.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp today. We have representatives nationwide and services to showcase your invention. Get started today.
Call 1-800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380.
Hey, Metro New York. Ready for real savings? Switch to Allstate today. Because drivers who switched saved an average of $713 on their auto insurance. So, what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for an auto insurance quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. Based on the national average annual savings for new customers surveyed in 2024, savings vary, subject to terms and availability.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Drew Brees here. Whether you're on the field or on the road, having the right team on your side makes all the difference. I learned that the hard way. On the field, you don't go anywhere without a solid O-line. And when your car breaks down, you want that same kind of protection. That's why I trust CarShield. Their protection plans help you tackle expensive repairs so that you're not blindsided.
Visit carshield.com now and join the team that's helped millions of drivers save. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Why does it matter to members that Aetna was named a Best Medicare Advantage company by U.S. News & World Report? Because they chose a plan that gives them real support, real people, and real care. We show up on calls with members and doctors' offices when needed. We show up with access to convenient care options and coverage that fits everyday life. We don't show up for awards. We show up for you. And showing up for you is how healthier happens together.
Saturday.
Driver, start your engine!
The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series screams into action only on the CW.
Let's go!
It's pure raw racing where chaos strikes without warning.
Big crash!
And where nothing is promised, not even next week.
We don't have a lot of chances to win. That's what's frustrating.
The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
From Phoenix, this Saturday at 6:30 p.m. on Pix 11, the CW.
Febreze. New Febreze Air Mist has 50% more odor fighters and up to 30% more fragrance than the old formula. So now you can take on 100% more stinky odors, like sweaty gym bags, greasy cooking smells, and the after effects of the dog rolling around in something. Just spray, and new Febreze Air instantly restores just clean freshness. Smell you later, odor. Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
Hey, Joy. Oh, you are glowing.
Oh, hey. More like Mira joyed that Miralax helped me go. I was so backed up. Tried mega coffees, prune juice, everything. Then Miralax. And hello, gentle relief without the harsh side effects.
Ooh, how does it work?
It works naturally with the water in your body for constipation relief. Find Miralax today at your local retailer.
Use as directed for occasional constipation.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-458-9469. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-458-9469. 800-458-9469. 800-458-9469.
We love talking about the Knicks and Nets on WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Talking before about how great Matthew Schaefer has been as a teenager for the New York Islanders, so I ask, we haven't exactly had a lot of great teenagers in New York sports history. Doc Gooden jumps out at you. Who was the better teenager, Doc Gooden or Matthew Schaefer? So I did two things. Number one, I put a poll out on Twitter just to see how biased people are. And then Tiki requested that I ask AI. I say, AI, who's better as a teenager? And AI's gotten better, I really think, over the last few weeks and months, because I feel like if I asked AI this question a month ago, they would have been like, I don't know. This is tough. What do you think? They gave a definitive answer.
Definitive? Like, why are you even asking this stupid question?
Yeah, like it was an insulting question to ask. According to Grok, Doc Gooden was a significantly better teenager than Matthew Schaefer, and, quote,
significantly.
It's not particularly close.
What? It gave it a wow.
Yeah.
AI doesn't usually do that.
I know. And then goes
what
through.
was the reasoning?
Well, then AI goes through all the stats from his 1984 season, 17-9, 2.6 ERA,
right.
276 strikeouts, unanimous NL Rookie of the Year, second in Cy Young voting. And then they write, these are two of the most dominant teenage pitching seasons in baseball history. I guess they included 85, which you can't.
Right.
Matthew Schaefer is having a historic rookie campaign himself, goes through his numbers, but then says, but the comparison favors Gooden heavily because Gooden was performing at or near the absolute peak of MLB as a teenager, leading the league in major categories. Schaefer is phenomenal for hockey, but NHL teenage impact is rarer and usually less overwhelming than what Gooden did in baseball. Gooden's dominance was more transcendent relative to his era and sports than Matthew Schaefer.
That's interesting.
How about that?
Yeah, but I can see where AI is coming from with that. It's interesting. It's such a nuanced answer that AI came up with because you think about it. It's like the context of then when Doc was a rookie versus now it's so different. Like the training for kids when Doc was growing up versus the training for kids when Matthew Schaefer was growing up. It's just different. Like Doc probably didn't have travel baseball like Matt Schaefer had travel hockey.
Different world,
It's a different, completely different world. So I'm surprised AI got that detailed.
Yeah, and you know what?
Because it usually just gives you rote answers.
Absolutely. What do you think?
Exactly.
Look, what Doc did is unbelievable and sometimes goes almost underappreciated.
Yeah.
And it sucks that it was before my time because I love watching dominant pitching. I think it's why I grew an attachment to Jacob deGrom, why I've already grown an attachment to Nolan McLean. Doc at his peak. You want to talk about superpowers? That's a phrase we like to talk about.
Yeah.
Dwight Eugene Gooden had a superpower that none of us could ever imagine what he did in 1984 and 1985. We'll get to the Knicks in a few minutes, but let's get back to your calls, 888-808-1019. Walt is in Carmel. Good morning, Walt.
Hey, good morning, guys. Just had a thought and ask question, too, on capabilities for the Giants and free agency. I know that it's widely covered for some reason that the Giants have money to spend, and while they're in better shape than they were, they're still in the bottom third. They've got a bunch of guys of their own they need to re-sign. So just simply saying, well, we can have a luxury of a draft when they got a lot of work to do to keep good guys that they were at. I just wanted to get thoughts, and particularly from Tiki, wondering how that plays out when it comes to evaluating offensive linemen who need to change positions coming out of college.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to evaluate a guy who, say, played tackle in college, but he's likely slotted because of size or whatever, characteristics, arm length, etc., that he's going to play a guard. How the hell can you ever know that? And you just because he's never done it. And so, but going back to, I think, the gist of your question, because there are so many free agents that the Giants have right now. Just the starters are Wan'Dale Robinson and Greg Van Roten, Jermaine Illuminor, Daniel Bellinger is a free agent. Some other guys that you're just not even thinking about, Josh Azudu and Evan Neal. Yeah, go walk. Good luck to you. But Gunnar Olszewski, and that's just on the offensive side. There's just Nacho, he's a free agent. There's a bunch of names. And so when you talk about Jordan Renan talking about how this team is going to be vastly different, a lot of it might just be not signing those free agents.
Right.
It could be as simple as that, and that's a third of the team. So it's going to look different. Evaluating it is more about not how much money we can spend, because the cap is fungible. Like, who cares about it? We don't have to worry about it, especially when you have so much free cap space next year and the following year.
And the cap keeps going up.
It's $300 million, dude.
Yeah.
It was under 200 like 10 years ago,
It's
or
crazy,
15 years
man.
ago. It's crazy. So the Giants will be fine if they want to sign whoever they want to in free agency.
Tom is in Monmouth Beach. Hey, Tom.
Hey, how are you today?
Good. What's up?
So I want to approach this Aaron Glenn thing. You guys got two sides of the fence here, and I want to add a third side.
I like
First and foremost, Evan, if you think that he was reading, you've done one too many cartwheels without your hands. There's no way he was reading. It's not even close.
Right.
And a friend of mine's got a production company, so we decided one afternoon to have some fun. So we go in there. We took up 4 different video clips, and the best one we could find was from NFL Network. So we put that in the system. We filtered it. We did everything like that. There is not an iota of a slit of white of his eyes open, no matter what we did to try to show it and see it. It was impossible to see. So that's number one. And number two. Now, number 3. There's a third possibility about this whole thing. His eyes were shut because he was praying to God that somebody would help him in the Jets this year throughout the combine.
All right, Tom. Comedian over here. Yeah, very funny. By the way, we have a football trade.
Do we?
We have an NFL. Do you want to break the glass there, Rosie? You know how to break that glass, or do you want me to bring glass in? We have this Glass Odyssey logo that if you can't break the glass, I'll just shatter it.
Right, and then
you'll count.
And then you'll have to pay for it because you couldn't do your job fast enough.
That's right.
I want to see the glass break. I can't afford that, though.
All right, it doesn't involve the local teams. And I'm going to give you the player that was traded. You want to guess where he ended up. But David Montgomery, who had been rumored to be traded, has been dealt to an AFC team. So David Montgomery is now a former Detroit Lion, and he is going to an AFC team.
I'm going to say the Los Angeles Chargers.
The Los Angeles Chargers would be incorrect. He's going to a playoff team, though. David Montgomery and Woody Marks going to form a 1-2 combo in Houston. He's going to the Houston Texans.
Interesting.
How about that? Nick Chubb is Nick Chubb a free agent? Probably.
Yeah.
He doesn't
he's
have much
also
left.
Yeah, no, he's just talk about a guy whose career just got derailed because of injuries. But that's an interesting trade. Dave Montgomery he's good in his tandem. I mean, there was a year. Was he in Detroit?
When he had the 2,000-yard seasons?
Was that in Detroit?
Both. He had one in Detroit and one in Chicago.
Yeah. So, I mean.
He's also scored 33 touchdowns in the last 3 years in Detroit.
Right. He's a good player. But I think they have to pay Jahmyr Gibbs. This is why last week Sean was talking about Sam Laporta potentially being available because he's going into the last year of his contract. And Laporta's a good player. He had a little bit of a down year last year. But they have too much talent.
Right.
They got to pay so many offensive players, and they can't pay everybody. So Dave Montgomery coming free on a contract, you got to go get some value for him.
Edwin is down in Atlanta. What's up, Edwin?
Yeah, I wanted to tell you, Evan, just like the last caller just said, there's not a slither of white on Aaron Glenn's glasses to show the reflection of the tablet being on. And then when he gets caught, he resets himself, just like Tiki said.
Yeah.
And puts his hands right under his chin. And then secondly, real quick, no one's talking about Jacoby Lane from USC as a receiver option for the Giants. And that's all, fellas. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
First of all, the reason there was no reflection is because the height of his head and his eyes were above it. So as he was looking down, the glasses were actually facing more towards the field. So there wouldn't be a reflection from the eye.
Yeah, but then how does he see?
Because he's looking down. But the glasses are higher than the tablet. Like right now, I'm higher than my tablet, and it's on.
Yes.
Can
you see it?
Well, I don't have glasses because
Right.
then I could show you. I can see it, but you wouldn't see a reflection. So this
on drugs.
This reflection argument is just, come on, guys. Guys got to be better than this. Let's go to Chris in Michigan. Hey, Chris.
Hey guys, how's it going?
All's good.
Good.
Trying to get my mind wrapped around Demo getting traded just now for some offensive lineman named Juice Scruggs, but I'll get here.
You got Juice Scruggs,
Juice is,
a fourth and a seventh for David Montgomery. That's
Juice
the
is
return.
Ohio State guy?
Yeah, I think so. You're right. Yeah. And real quick, before I get to my point I called for, I don't think you guys want to risk getting Sam Laporta. We love him here, but he just had a terrible back injury. I don't know how he's coming back from that.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, that's why
was it in game, Chris, or was it?
Yeah, it was in a game, and that's when they thought he was coming back earlier this year, and they just
I'll
put
let
him
you
on
continue, but I got to tell you something because you brought this up about Sam Laporta, and I was thinking about it with Cody Bellinger, who's been dealing with back spasms. I am in a new world when I talk about players with back issues. I can't walk. Now, maybe
you
it's
used to dismiss it.
Yeah, right. Maybe it's because I'm a child and I can't handle pain. But if you have back issues and you end up on a field within a month, you're a freaking hero.
Right.
Like, you are a G-damn hero if you end up on the field within a month of this. So, Cody, if you're taking at bats next week, you're my guy. So, again, maybe it's because I'm a wuss. I don't know.
He's talking Bellinger. Go ahead, Chris.
Yes, Cody Bellinger.
Yeah,
not
no,
Cody
I'm
Rhodes.
telling you right now, back pain you don't mess with.
No, I agree.
Okay, so I called for the Matthew Schaefer situation.
Yeah.
I was like a somewhat fringe NHL fan for a long time. My team has sucked for 20 years, so I kind of go in and out. I bought my first NHL merch a couple days ago in about 15 years. I got a Schaefer jersey coming, and I got a nice little Islanders hat that goes good with all my Mets stuff and as well as my Knicks stuff. But I'm going to say maybe we should call him the Prime Minister of New York because he's Canadian and not the King of New York.
Chris, that is solid.
We could go with that.
That's solid.
One of the cool things about Matthew Schaefer, and I can only speak for the teams I root for because I know we have an eclectic mix of fandoms, but other than the Mets, because the Mets have Lindor and Soto and Nolan McClain, who I think will be here for a long time, I'm going through this issue, Teak, where the teams I root for are very transient. Like they don't have a lot of guys that you can look at and say, that guy's going to be on my team for a long time.
Right. I've been following him. I've become a huge fan. If a kid was watching it, it'd be his favorite player.
Right. Like even with the Nets rookies, like I just don't know. I'm not as much as I like Igor Joman and Nolan Traore and Danny Wolf. Like I don't know. Are they
just keep saying his name.
Which one?
Yeoman.
Igor Joman.
Yeoman.
Yes.
Just keep saying his name. Eventually, people will be like, "Oh yeah, that Yeoman kid. That's the kid that Evan was talking about."
Slag, not Nets.
Nets play the Knicks in a couple of weeks.
Let's go.
But I don't have enough confidence quite yet that those guys are going to be here for a long time. Matthew Schaefer is going to be here for a long time. And unlike Pajama Boy, it's not like he's leaving. And maybe I'm naive for saying that. I don't think this is a guy who 6 years from now is going to look to go home.
Right.
Like I think he is going to be entrenched here for a very long time. And I think that's also part of the intrigue that you're literally going to watch this kid grow up. And I can't wait to see him in person. I haven't been to a game yet this year. I told you I'm finally going to one. And I'm excited because
Sean went to an Islanders game before you did
this season. What Islander game did he go to?
Didn't he go to?
Oh yeah, that's true, but that doesn't count.
Why?
Because it was a station thing.
It was like just go because you're going to talk about the Islanders.
Well, that may be what they did, but like he had to go because G invited him.
Yeah.
It was a station event.
Right.
I'm going because I just want to go see an Islander game, especially against the Panthers, so I can rub it in to my nephew.
I didn't
and my
realize
sister
how
and
bad
brother-in-law.
they were this year.
They're having a rough year.
Really rough year.
They may miss the playoffs.
Dude, they are going to miss the play. I don't know how they're getting back in it.
They got a shot. They got to get hot. But I'll tell you, last night
how many games are left? 20? 20?
I don't know. Do the math. I'm not doing math right now. I'm on a lot of drugs right now. I'm paying meditation.
25 are left for the Panther. 25 or 20, I believe.
All right. Thank you for that. That was a brutal loss for the Panthers last night. Too bad. What do you want me to tell you?
All right.
And now, speaking of losses and wins, a couple of quick thoughts about the Knicks, and we'll get to your phone calls. I think what the Knicks showed you yesterday afternoon is how good they can be. And that's the thing. I gave you this observation a few weeks ago about them. I think the best of the Knicks in 2026 has been better than the best of what we saw from them the last couple of years. The minus to that is the worst of them is the worst we have seen over the last couple of years. So the Mike Brown Knicks has given us a higher ceiling and a lower floor. What you saw yesterday, besides Mohamed Diawara making it clear that he deserves to be in this rotation, is that when Mikal Bridges is at his best, you look at him and say, oh, damn, I give up any first-round pick for that.
Right.
I think the problem with Bridges, and it's the same thing that Cat runs through, is that it just isn't consistent. It doesn't happen on a consistent basis. But what you saw yesterday, especially on the defensive end, is how good this team can be.
Right. Well, especially because when you have Wemby, who had had a couple of bad games before last night, he actually was okay, but when you have OG, who can just body physically Wemby and keep him from getting to a spot and frustrate the hell out of him. And then you have other bigs that can come in and not only shoot, but also play defense on him. It just makes it so much better. But the same thing that I've said every single game that we analyze or talk about with the Knicks, when they make three-pointers, they're going to win.
I know. It's such a boring thing to say to make or miss. But it's so true.
It is so that.
The numbers back it up.
The numbers back it up. And, I mean, even Josh Hart, who is reluctant to shoot, even when they're ghost covering him, he was knocking them down.
Yeah, well, early the offense was ugly, and it took Jalen Brunson almost like carrying them out of the abyss early to get their offense going.
But that's why you have a Jalen Brunson.
No doubt. Now, Mohamed Diawara made history yesterday. Did you see the record that he broke?
I did not. I did not.
It makes me laugh. And I'm not mocking him because the kid, truthfully, has earned a rotation spot come playoff
100%.
time.
What is he, 20? He's 20, right?
Yeah, I think right around there, yeah. Second-round pick. See, you could find him anywhere.
He was 51, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Which is his number.
Mohamed Diawara, in 14 minutes, attempted 13 three-point shots. That's the most threes attempted per minute in a game ever. With a minimum of 10 minutes.
Wow.
say he was historic in the volume of shots.
It felt like he made a lot of them, but he only made 4.
He only made 4 of them. They were good looks, though. Some of them were in and out.
Well, I mean, look, if you're gonna just say shoot it, then he's gonna shoot it.
Yeah, of course. Now, I will say this: very good win. Okay, very good win. I have to preface this because I'm about to say something that I know if like Tommy's listening, he would just lose his freaking mind over.
Right.
The Nets won you that game yesterday. Because
The
remember,
Nets?
the Spurs have been in New York for days now, including playing the Nets a few days earlier.
I see what you're saying.
And then the Spurs went on the town. So the Nets being on the schedule 3 days ahead of time caused the Spurs, very young team, very young team, to go out, enjoy themselves, and then play an afternoon game at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, shut up.
What are you talking about? You know I'm right, though.
Well, what happened with the Nets and the Cavaliers?
Oh, they blew it, yeah. They had a great chance to win.
I know.
Thank God they lost. This tank is going on.
Slag nut Nets.
But my point is, I do think, like, if we are being fair, and again, it doesn't matter. Like, calm down. Like, the wins, the losses, let's all just take a deep breath. That win was partially helped by the schedule.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that, especially given the what you can get into in New York. But
exactly.
To me, it's shoot well from 3-point range, shoot 40% or more, you're going to win. From the Knicks.
Other than the individual performances of Mikal Bridges and Karl Anthony Towns, you look at the rest of this schedule. Is there anything they can do that's going to change the perception of the New York Knicks going into the playoffs? Like, they play a lot of Western Conference teams. They go on that West Coast trip coming up that starts tough and ends easy. And I was looking at their schedule right now. How many Eastern Conference playoff teams do they play the rest of the season? Because at the end of the day, like the Spurs, let me give you a little spoiler alert. The Spurs are not going to the NBA Finals.
No.
I think the Knicks have a better chance to go to the Finals from the East than San Antonio does in the West. And the reason I say that so emphatically is the same reason I'm skeptical of Detroit. I think in this sport, you need to get there and lose and experience stuff before you go all the way. Now, Detroit had that last
it's
year.
a different season. It's a different, meaning the postseason.
Absolutely.
It's so different.
The Spurs are not going to make the playoffs for the first time and then go on a run to the Finals. That would really surprise me. I would be more confident in Denver, in Oklahoma City, even Minnesota than I would be San Antonio. Now, they'll get there eventually. They'll have their day. But Knicks Spurs is not a finals preview. Let's calm that down. Knicks have a much better shot, in my view, of getting to the finals than the Spurs. But you look at the rest of the schedule.
Atlanta is the Atlanta and the Celtics at the beginning of April.
Think about that.
That's it.
They play, here are the Eastern Conference. They play Toronto. I don't want to ignore them. They play Toronto coming up.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
They play Toronto tomorrow. Eastern Conference playoff team. They play the Pacers tanking, the Nets tanking, the Wizards tanking. Hornets, good young team, probably in the play-in tournament. They play Chicago, who's trying to get to the play-in tournament. They're an embarrassment. Atlanta, play-in tournament. Boston, Toronto, Charlotte.
Right.
Other than the Boston game, which I do think you circle because there's a really good chance Jason Tatum may play in that game.
Yeah, but it's the end of the season, and won't things have been mostly settled?
Yes, but
I could see the Celtics and the Knicks fighting for positioning.
And I could see that being like the last game where everyone's going balls to the walls before guys start to rest up for the postseason. But outside of that, and it doesn't mean you shouldn't care about these games. Like, I love regular season basketball, but I've learned perspective on it. Two things can be true. You can be happy about winning yesterday, but also take a deep breath and say it doesn't mean anything. Just like losing a few days earlier in embarrassing fashion at Cleveland. Like, you can be pissed about it, but you also have to take a deep breath and say, okay, no biggie.
Well, I think, honestly, you're probably more interested in what's happening against these Western Conference teams.
Based on, just for seeding, though.
No, yeah, for seeding.
You're not testing yourself against the Clippers and the Lakers, are you?
No, I'm not even saying that. But you have the Thunder, you have the Nuggets, you have the Lakers. It's just these are the best teams in the West.
Yeah.
So
they play the Thunder twice coming up, and they are the team who I think most of us feel will find a way, despite being kind of averagey since the middle of December, to get back to the NBA Finals. But even that, games against Western Conference teams,
I know they don't mean anything.
It's just what does it really mean?
I'm just talking about from an aesthetic eye test standpoint. Like, if you play well in those games, just like with the Spurs.
Yeah.
You dominate the Spurs. It makes you feel good. Like, it doesn't mean anything, but it's the Spurs, and we dominate.
I agree. It makes you feel good. It also makes you feel bad when you lose. And the truth is, take a deep breath. None of it really matters. Though, and I don't want to rip all Knicks fans. I'll just rip one Knicks fan. Very embarrassing thing happened the other day from a prominent Knicks fan. And you guys got to be better than this. Because you're a good team, you're a legitimate finals contender, a legitimate championship contender. Listen to Michael Cole at Elimination Chamber fawn over the sight of Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis is here. Two-time NBA MVP, current board for the Milwaukee Bucks. Please, Giannis, please come to New York. Please come to the Garden. Please, please, please.
What are we doing? I mean, come on, Michael Cole.
Was he in ear range, like earshot?
No, but he was in the building.
There's no failure in sports.
But he couldn't hear him pleading.
No.
So he was just doing that for effect.
And you know what's sad about that? The Knicks are no longer in a position to have to beg on national TV for a star to come to your team. Like, the Knicks are a championship contender. And you got Michael Cole begging.
Please come to the Garden. Please, please, please.
That was one of the most embarrassing things I've heard a fan do in a long time.
Well, I mean,
disappointed.
Can't help it in the moment.
In the moment.
There's no failure in sports.
Needs to make himself feel important.
I
got Giannis. I got him.
We can always go back and look at the Elimination Chamber as the moment.
Yeah.
Did you watch Elimination Chamber?
No, did not.
Yeah. Tiki's lying to you.
Did not.
Tiki's been Googling the slip that occurred during one of the earlier matches.
Dude, nipples are nice.
By the way, I didn't even realize that.
It's because you weren't watching close enough.
Me and my 5-year-old were watching Elimination Chamber. Never noticed it.
He's only a couple years removed from seeing that regularly.
What?
Is he?
Not if he's anything like his dad. Wait, are you talking about that way or this way?
I was talking about breastfeeding.
Oh, breastfeeding. I thought you meant.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
What?
Oh, my gosh.
I thought he meant like
What?
he's going to be, active.
No, the other way.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Because I was going to say it took me a while. I wasn't doing that at 17 and 18. I wish I was. Mario
It was like sex. Let's be honest. It was amazing.
Mario's in Long Beach. Hey, Mario.
Hey, Mario.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing?
All's good.
What's up, man?
So, listen, I got a bone to pick with Evan.
Go ahead.
And okay, go ahead. And Tiki, you be the judge.
All right, let's go.
So it took an hour and a half to talk about the Knicks' great win, right? There were 4 shows on yesterday after the Knicks won, and every single show led with the Knicks.
No, they're wrong.
Now,
I'm going to tell you.
Okay, but let me finish. Can I finish?
We're going to
please?
over-exaggerate every loss and win. Like, do you really think that's smart at this point?
But could I finish for a second? Let me finish, and then you can. So this is my take. If the Knicks would have lost by 25, you would have let off with that.
I knew that's where this was going. You think we have an agenda to bury the Knicks when they win?
Not.
Well, hold on. No, it's we, and I'll tell you why it's we.
Well,
Tiki Barber has every right to say, Evan.
No, let's talk Knicks.
Yes,
Mario. What was your big takeaway from that game? Like what happened in that game against the Spurs, which was over in the middle of the third quarter, that's going to help this Knicks team in the playoffs?
Okay, I'll tell you right now. Tremendous defense.
Of course.
41 points for the Spurs in the first half. Even, you're right about the three-pointers, but if they play defense like that, in fact, Wemby, I just read an article, he just went out and said they played great defense. If they play like that, the way they played yesterday, they're going to win the championship. If they could play like that. But who knows if they can. Maybe I'm not saying they can.
So you want us to come on and say, if the Knicks play defense like that, they're winning the NBA championship?
Well, that's my feeling, yeah. But
Okay,
I thought it was the biggest story.
But Mario, here's the problem we're running into. And respectfully, I disagree. Just like any show. I think this is the time of year where a lot of things could be the number one thing you talk about. Ron Darling taking a deuce on Kodai Senga could be the number one thing you talk about. I love the NBA, and I'd probably argue I love the NBA and watch the NBA more than anybody else here. So I love the sport. But maybe that love is a reminder that this doesn't matter.
Right.
And I would be a fraud if I came on the radio every time the Knicks won and lost and told you how big of a deal each of that was, because it's not. Now, come playoff time, I can promise you this. It will lead every show, win or loss, because it's the playoffs. Of
course.
But in the long...
And those wins and losses mean a lot.
They certainly do. But in the long-ass regular season, you are making a mistake and you're being too emotional if you think every game is telling you a story. Because we can see through this, the good and the bad. Mikal Bridges was amazing yesterday. No doubt. Are there going to be games in the regular season coming up where he disappears and he flops away from contact?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So
right.
what are we supposed to tell you? Yesterday's the real thing? Good and bad. And that's the challenge of the NBA, a sport I adore. The regular season means so little that it would be disingenuous for me or anyone else to come on the air and act like every game is a big deal. Either you're crazy or you don't even really believe it.
Right. I mean, the best thing about this game was that Mike Brown, when he's getting completely out-coached in the first 8 minutes of this game, decided to do something different. And he decided to, all right, Josh, sit down. Mo, let's go.
Yeah.
And it changed the way that the San Antonio Spurs had to defend the New York Knicks. And that's when, buoyed by obviously Jalen Brunson, they were able to mount this massive run. Was it 26-2 or whatever the heck that
They
run
had
was.
2 monster runs in this game that really changed the tide.
Right. And so credit coaching for that. But he did it once. We also have seen him try to coach his way and get his ass kicked.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it a couple weeks ago against the Cleveland. So this happens, and it's why I can't take too much away from these things, because I feel like Mike Brown is still experimenting with what he wants to do. Like, I know what he wants to happen, but he's got to experiment.
I give you one experiment that I thought would have been a good one, and it has failed, and now you can just get rid of him, is Jeremy Schoen.
Yeah.
And I ain't going to see him again.
Not with Mo.
Not with Diawara playing the way he's playing.
Right.
And we'll get back to your calls. A lot of hot topics on the table right now. Matthew Schaefer versus Doc Good and his teenagers. Did Aaron Glenn actually fall asleep? And what the Giants could do to shock you. So we'll get back to your calls coming up. 888-808-1019. And I've referred to it a few times. Ron Darling with some candid words about Kodai Senga. We'll play it. We'll analyze that coming up as well. It is Evan and Tiki as we take you till the Carton Show at 2 o'clock.
If you're looking to level up your wardrobe, check out Collars & Co. You might have seen them on Shark Tank, where they landed a deal with Mark Cuban. They're the team behind the dress collar polo that sold over 1 million shirts. Well, now they've launched the Maverick Performance Blazer, and this thing is legit, sharp, lightweight, and completely wrinkle-resistant, making it perfect for travel. Just pack it up, and it comes out looking fresh. Plus, get smart features like security zip pockets, a sunglasses loop, and an optional pocket square. So hit up collarsandco.com right now. Use code TIKI for 20% off at collarsandco.com.
Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires. From Connecticut to Maine, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
His hair flapping in the breeze. He's walking to home plate.
Mets fans.
That is remarkable, even at this place.
I've never seen this before.
Yankees fans love to talk about their teams. We do too. The Fan, 101.9 FM, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
Hey, healthcare workers of New York. Are you looking to make a difference? Downtown Brooklyn Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is actively hiring nurses and CNAs. Call 718-636-1000. That's 718-636-1000.
Facing lymphoma, leukemia, or myeloma, John Thurr Cancer Center at Hackensack and Jersey Shore University Medical Centers offers pioneering life-saving options. Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Donato, head of the state's largest, most experienced CAR T-cell program, a treatment empowering your immune system to fight cancer. For personalized quality care in Hackensack or Neptune from the state's best cancer program, call 833-CANCER-MD.
D'Agostino & Associates is a legacy firm that's there to help accident victims. I'm attorney Jenna D'Agostino, continuing the legacy my father, John D'Agostino, started 35 years ago when he built D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm, one client at a time.
I grew up on these New York and New Jersey streets. They shaped me. I'm attorney John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. I often tell the story of how my father lost his leg in a construction accident so people understand I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call my team first. 888-24-LAW-24. 888-24-LAW-24.
Continuing the legacy means working closely with my father and our team. When you're injured, we know a big decision has to be made. Call our team first.
D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey. I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call my team first. 888-24-LAW-24. 888-24-LAW-24. D'Agostino Law Bite Back.
Where you learn matters. At Monmouth University, students study on a vibrant coastal campus with direct access to research, culture, and industry. From classrooms to competition, from creativity to career prep. Monmouth offers a vantage point shaped by location and purpose, blending a personalized learning experience with Division I pride and a rising national profile. Bigger thinking, more inspired, you amplified. Amplify your future at Monmouth University. Learn more at monmouth.edu/amplified.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
At NYU Langone Health, we know there really is no place like home. That's why we get our surgery patients home faster and have fewer readmissions than any other health system. That means once you're home, you won't need to go back for the same procedure. Instead, you can get back to the things you love. And the next time you need something else, we're here. Better health starts with a better health system. Learn more at nyulangonehealth.org.
It's Dunkin's World and you're living in it, which means breakfast is easy and costs $5 with Dunkin's $5 meal deal. You get 6 crispy hash browns, a wake-up wrap, and a medium hot or iced coffee. Whatever your mood calls for. Bring your friend, your brother, your mother, your cousin, or just bring yourself. Because at Dunkin', they make deals for everyone. Get Dunkin's $5 meal deal only at Dunkin'. No substitutions. Participation and times may vary. Offer price varies in California and Hawaii. Limited time offer cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions and terms apply.
Oh, hey, how was your vacation on MSC Cruises?
It wasn't just a vacation. It was a...
holiday. What's the difference?
It's a... holiday. Because there's European style and American comfort.
Does that happen every time you say that?
I don't know. But on... holiday. There's fresh-made pasta, and you can cheer on your favorite team at the sports bar.
No, I want to go on.
For a limited time, get up to 35% off cruises, plus kids sail free. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Hey, this is Tiki Barber. Those of us living in New Jersey got hit with a 20% electric rate increase. If your current heating system is over 15 years old, it's time for a new high-efficiency Carrier system. And there's only one company to call for a new one. My friends at Edison Heating and Cooling, New Jersey's heating experts for over 38 years. Older heating systems waste gas. So get your system checked now and save money with Edison Heating and Cooling. Contact them now at edisonhvac.com. That's edisonhvac.com.
Baseball or football, WFAN runs the city. Yankees bats, Mets heat, Giants defense, Jets dreams. It's all here every day. The Fan, 101.9 FM and always streaming on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
A lot going on today. If you've missed any of it, you could rewind it on the free Odyssey app, including us talking about the brilliance of Matthew Schaefer doing this as a teenager and thinking of the rarity of teenagers playing this well at this high of a level in New York sports. The only one that jumped out at us was Doc Gooden. We did a little study on Doc versus Schaefer. There is one other teenager that we should mention because he's an all-time great, and he had 1 year as a 19-year-old. And in that season, won a World Series.
Wow.
In that season, hit a respectable 267.
Okay.
With 13 home runs and 65 RBIs in 96 games, which is very good.
Yeah.
19-year-old Mickey Mantle.
Yeah, but no, we don't remember that.
No, I don't remember.
I don't even think I knew he was a teenager when he first came up.
But even with us looking that up,
yeah,
it's not quite Matthew Schaefer and Doc Gooden.
No, it's true.
Which is, I guess, just a reminder of how special what we're seeing from Schaefer truly
Doc
is.
just, the context that AI response gave you is true. He was not just one of the best teenagers. He's one of the best pitchers.
Yes.
In baseball, in the game, historic level pitching. And he's 19 years old.
Okay, well, Rosie, Paul Rosenberg filling in for Sean Morash. Rosie is a very good hockey guy. He knows three things. He knows weather, he knows hockey, and he knows dogs. Okay, that's his superpower,
right?
To quote Aaron Glenn.
All right.
Matthew Schaefer, we are appreciating him here, and he has done wonders for the Islanders organization. Right now in the sport, where does he rank as one of the best defensemen in the sport?
He's probably top 7.
Okay. So good, but not the best the way Doc was in 84.
No, he's not the best. He's not that Cale Makar level yet, who's defenseman for the Avalanche. But he's 18, and he's already being talked about. He's a top 10 guy.
Oh, no, dude, this is already insane, and he'll probably get to number 1 at some point.
Right,
We're just
but
saying,
we were talking
in
about
this
when
moment,
Doc was like the best pitcher in baseball.
Sure, yes. Now, what's going for Schaefer is he's so young, he's got another year of being a teenager.
That's true.
So next year,
Colorado's got the best record, right?
Who?
The Avalanche.
Yeah, they're 39-10, so I believe they do, yes.
I mean, listen, bro, hockey's your superpower. You should know that off the top of your head.
I know records and standings?
Yes.
I don't memorize that
I
stuff.
don't even know records or standings. It's like soccer to me. It's because it's all points. Like that's what matters really. And I remember seeing that they had the
87
most points.
points.
I know 3 things about the standings right now. I know the Rangers and the Devils are buried, and I know the Islanders are set up in the 3rd spot in the Metro, where if the season ended today, they play the Penguins.
Right.
And Sidney Crosby, that wuss is hurt.
Right. So. But they're like 4 games out in the loss
They're
column.
6 points up on a playoff spot.
Yeah, 6 points up on the playoff spot.
Yeah, that's right. Don't disrespect us.
Right.
And the Panthers are buried. Like that's my knowledge of the standings right now. But if you missed any of that, you can rewind it on the free Odyssey app. We'll get into Ron Darling and what he said about Kodai Senga and this Met rotation coming up at 12 o'clock. But let's get back to your calls, 888-808-1019. Tom is in Lake Hapatong. What's up, Tom? Hapatong. Yeah, I was close. What's up, Tom? Tommy going once. Tommy is gone. That's unfortunate. Let's go to Joe in South Carolina. Hey, Joe.
What's up, fellas? All right, so, Evan, back in the 80s, I lived in Connecticut and went to many, many Met games. So I'm going to tell you, 84 when Gooden pitched, I never missed a game. I lived in Bridgeport. It was maybe an hour ride. Get out of work, boom, shoot down there. And you'll love this. We would buy upper deck box seats. I think it was like section 700, leaning on the pole, looking, on the railing, looking over. There was never a better seat at Shea. So, but when Gooden pitched, I'm going to tell you now, that place, I've been to many games. I was at game 6, and that was electric and crazy. But I'm going to tell you, when Gooden pitched and he was striking guys out, you were never in a stadium that you didn't leave your seat when he was pitching. You would go to the bathroom when the Mets were at bat because you didn't want to miss him pitching.
No,
that's how it was back then.
I've heard the stories, and that's why when Harvey had Happy Harvey Day and Jake obviously had his dominance, I would always hear from the older Met fan, this is great, this is electric, but it ain't Doc Gooden. Because it's an event, and baseball's such a unique sport.
Why was it? Why was Doc so enrapturing?
I mean, I think there's
it like his person? It could have been because he didn't. It's not like he's bombastic.
Teenager. I mean, maybe that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
And he threw 1,000,000 miles per hour, and he struck everybody out.
He also has that long, like Gumby release.
Yeah,
it just felt like it wasn't your typical pitching motion.
Yeah, I think it was a combo of the youth, the dominance, the excitement. Like, as good as Nolan McLean is, and I am so hyped up for him this season, I do need to address something about Nolan McLean with you and with this audience that we'll do in a couple of minutes. I came with audio because I've got some strong opinions that I'm going to hammer down on both of you.
Yeah, that he should be the opening day starter.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I love Nolan McLean. I can't wait to watch this guy pitch. I already told my wife, like, my Mets schedule's arranged around going to see him pitch.
Oh, so you're not going to opening day?
I'm going to try. I may be late because we're on the air, but I'll be there.
No, I'm saying he's not pitching.
I know, but that doesn't mean I'm only going to go see him pitch. I'm saying I'm going to preface.
What, you going to go 2 days in a row?
Yeah, damn right I am. Okay. Well, there's an off day, so it's not really 2 days in a row.
Really?
Yeah, they have an off day Friday. Rain day, just in case. Just in case.
Weird.
Nah, they do it all the time.
Thursday and then off and then Saturday?
That's right. They actually do this all the time, but you're forgetting. It's okay. It's been a long time.
You're probably right. Yeah, like a year.
It's the rain day. But no matter how dominant Nolan McLean is, like, will he ever bring the electricity that Doc did? Probably not. Now, let me address the Nolan McLean thing. I understand being misquoted by other shows. Like, I do. I understand Craig making stuff up that I said.
Yes.
Or Boomer and Gio playing a clip out of context or whatever. Like, and I respect it. That's the game around here. So I have no issue with anyone else, Tommy, making up things I said.
Yes.
That's fine. I have a problem with you guys making up things I said.
I didn't make up anything.
Okay.
Sean just told me that this is what you said.
Okay.
And so I believe Sean. Because Sean's my teammate. Why would I not believe him?
Because he's wrong.
Oh, you could have said this talking out of both sides of your mouth.
Well, let's hear what I'm talking about. First, here's Sean Morash making a claim of what I said about Mets opening day. Sean, take it away.
Real quickly, Evan, one more that we didn't address, and I just need to know whether this is on the Rico or not.
This isn't it. Please stop this clip. This is the second clip. The other clip, okay? I apologize. This is Sean Morash definitively on Friday talking about my opinion on Mets opening day.
And you had an opportunity to give Met fans your young phenom.
McClain versus
Paul Skeens, one of the other young phenoms in baseball. I know Evans talked about it. That was what Evans' expectation was. And instead we get Freddie Peralta.
Okay. Evans' expectation was Nolan McClain against Paul Skeens.
Yes.
Okay. Let's listen to this actual radio show from a few weeks earlier and actually hear what Evans' expectation was.
Real quickly, Evan, one more that we didn't address, and I just need to know whether this is on the Rico or not.
Yeah.
It's Paul Skeens on opening day. Is he facing Freddie Peralta or is he facing Nolan McClain?
So I would start Freddie Peralta. I think out of respect for what he's accomplished at the major league level, I think giving Nolan McClain was my guy 3 weeks ago when we brought this up very briefly. I said Nolan McClain's my opening day starter. Actually got a lot.
Who do you think the Met fan wants to see? I think the Met fan wants to see Nolan McClain.
Who does the Met fan want?
I felt like everybody was already fired up for Skeens McClain.
I'm consistent.
Just throw a wrench in that.
Yeah, I think out of respect for Freddie Peralta, he's going to make the start.
Especially if you want to re-sign him. You started on a good foot.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
Screw respect.
But I've been consistent about this.
So
and
So why are you mad at me?
I'm mad at you guys for claiming while I wasn't here, Evan wanted Nolan McClain. I never said that.
You did, but you changed your mind when they got Freddie Peralta.
Well, clearly. I mean,
out of respect.
Yeah, and the Mets have done this before. They signed Tom Glavine. He starts opening day. They trade for Mike Hampton. Even though Al Leiter's here, he starts opening day. They sign Pedro Martinez. He starts opening day. Like, this is not new.
What did it prove?
What did what prove?
Starting Mike Hampton or Freddie Peralta. What's it going to prove?
I think, forget Hampton because obviously he left as a free agent, so it didn't do anything.
Exactly. That's my point.
I think you show respect for what a man has accomplished. And I have zero issue with Freddie starting. I would have started Freddie. I think you got to remember.
Yeah, if it was your decision, you would have started Freddie.
I would have, and I'll tell you why. I think that baseball, like every sport, it's about managing people.
Yeah.
Okay? Nolan McClain is a kid. He's made 8 freaking major league starts. He didn't even qualify as a rookie last year. He's a rookie this year. Like, keep that in mind. That's how much experience he has.
I hate rookies.
Not this rookie.
I don't hate baseball rookies.
So, Freddie Peralta has accomplished something in this sport, and you just acquired him, and you're hoping to re-sign him, and it means a lot to him. All you got to do is hear him speak. This means something to him. So I think just to make some Met fans happy, it's exciting, it's Paul Skeens versus Nolan McClain, it's not worth the damage it could potentially do.
Yeah.
So
now,
why do that?
Well, what happens if he craps the bed?
He'll get booed.
No, he won't.
Do not boo.
This is. It's not quite. No, it's not.
He will get booed.
Well, here's the problem.
You don't think he get booed if he gets bombed on opening day?
You can boo all you want.
Here's the problem. With Juan Soto, you knew that no matter what, he was getting broke off.
Right.
He was getting a massive contract somewhere.
Right.
Whether it was with the Yankees or ultimately with the Mets or whoever. Dodgers. Somebody was paying him. I don't know if the Mets or anybody else is really going to pay Freddie Peralta what he wants.
No, he'll get paid.
8 years?
No, I don't know how many years it'll be.
6 years. And so when I'm talking about years, I mean total value.
Yeah.
Now, like he's only made, 24 something million in his career. So whatever he gets paid is going to double his, it's going to triple 3-4 times, whatever. So he's going to be fine. But unlike when Sean said there is a no boo policy for Juan Soto.
Yeah, that worked out
with
well.
the Yankees.
Do not boo.
There was a no boo policy because you had to create this great impression.
Yeah.
I don't think that works for Peralta because there's no guarantee that he wants that David Stearns is even going to offer him the deal that he wants.
Yeah, I think that Met fans are just going to react to the performance. I think that with Juan Soto, we played mental gymnastics.
Right.
I don't think there's any mental gymnastics here, and I'm not advising anybody to boo. I mean, it's opening day. I wouldn't boo anybody. I'm certainly not a booer. I'm just saying, like, my guttural reaction when you ask me, what if he gets bombed? Well, Met fans who spent $600 a ticket are going to take it out on somebody.
Wow, that much?
Well, it could be, depending on where you're sitting.
And when you get them.
Yeah. But I'm good with Freddie starting. Like, they brought him in to be the ace of the team. And the beautiful thing for Nolan McClain is that he's got a lot of time to start opening days.
Yeah, earn it, kid.
Earn it. Like, I love the kid. Again, I'm very excited about him, buying the jersey, the whole thing. But I also need him to go out and do it. He made 8 starts last year.
Right.
So I think that not only was Sean wrong for misinterpreting my opinion,
right,
or lying.
Or just straight up misquoting.
Or just straight up misquoting me, which
I'm a fat moron.
Thank you. But I think a lot of Met fans are getting it wrong. Like I heard Boomer this morning, and I respect him, but I think he's just getting it wrong. Oh, we need to see this. We want to see Skeens versus... No, screw Paul Skeens.
But he also said it ultimately doesn't matter.
Right, which is true. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. But I don't need to see Paul Skeens versus Nolan McClain. Why? Why the hell do I need to see that?
No, you don't.
I can see. I want the Mets.
It's fun. It's a fun matchup.
It's fun anyway. It's opening day.
Yeah.
The hell does it matter?
That's true.
I need Paul Skeens versus Nolan McClain.
Watch, Skeens is not even going to start.
Yeah, he's going to get some kind of injury and not be ready.
Exactly.
It's one game. It's going to be 35 degrees there. It's going to be okay no matter what.
It's not going to be 35 degrees.
It's going to be the end of March. It's going to be freezing.
Did you know that the end of this week is going to be 70?
Yeah, and last week we had snow. It's crazy, this temperature.
Rosie, I'm glad you said that. And you're going to be a part of something historic. We like to do long-term predictions here at Evan and Tiki.
Mm-hmm.
March 26th, 2026, opening day at Citi Field, New York Mets versus Pittsburgh Pirates.
Wow, it's 24 days?
24 days. What will the game time temperature be when the first pitch is thrown by, scheduled to be, Freddie Peralta?
64 degrees.
64 degrees. Okay. Paul Rosenberg.
It's 3:15, correct?
No. You don't even know the start time.
It's 3:30, right?
They moved it to 1:15 because it's on
NBC or whatever. Or
yeah.
I forgot what it's on. It's on
I don't know the time. You don't know the channel. It's fine.
Well, I'm going to the game eventually, so I don't know.
Peacock.
Is it? I don't know what it's on.
Definitely not Peacock.
Netflix?
No, Netflix is Giants-Yankees.
Yeah.
That's the night before.
It's 1:15. That's the game time?
The 1:15 game time is because no, it's NBC. It's Peacock.
Peacock.
I'm telling you, it's NBC.
It is. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, they got the opening day. They moved the start time, which screwed me up because I was going to make first pitch. Now I got to be on the air. Will you let me leave early?
Yeah, of course.
Not too early, but like a little early.
First pitch will be 51 degrees.
51?
51.
That means it's going to be 40 by the end of the game.
And you said 62?
64.
64. You know what my prediction is?
What's that?
80.
80?
Are you nuts?
Yeah, we're going to get a weird one. Yeah. Just like 1998.
I mean, honestly, it's like the end of this week. It's going to be mid-70s at the end of this week.
Dude, this weekend in D.C., it was 71 degrees. Why can't we get a random 80-degree stray? Why not?
I mean, we can, but we can also get a snowstorm there.
We could.
Welcome to hell.
I don't think we're going to get a snowstorm.
No.
I think we're going to get good weather, but we'll find out. We will check this on opening day. As I leave, Tiki will check this. I'm just kidding. Or am I?
No.
Let's go.
You're not.
Let's go to Brian on Long Island. What's up, Brian?
What's up, Brian?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Yeah, I just can't take it anymore. As a Met fan, you know, this is what happens. This is the aftermath to Soto leaving, is the conversation that gets started from Yankee fans with Nolan McClain should be your starter all off season. You need an ace. You need an ace. You need a frontline starter. They get one, and now we can't start him on opening day. I don't get it. And then the thing is, right, you go back a week ago. No one mentioned Nolan McClain. He throws 4 innings in spring training, and now we're disrespecting Nolan McClain. And this is what you get from guys like Marash and Fat from Maspeth. I can't listen to it anymore.
Shut up, Tubby.
I do have to disagree with you. I think there are a lot of Met fans who had this fight.
And I don't think it's a disrespect for Nolan McClain. I think it's just a genuine want to see him pitch against Skeens.
You know what it is, Teak, and this goes on a lot. We don't care, and you're going to see this with John Harbaugh, not yet, but we will. We don't care what you did elsewhere.
Of course.
We care what you did here.
Yeah.
And Nolan McClain, through 8 starts, looks like the truth. Freddie Peralta has never made a start for the New York Mets. But I'm looking at the bigger picture here, and I'm looking at the picture of Carlos Mendoza's a manager who has to have a conversation. And that conversation of saying to Freddie Peralta, who you acquired, who's a free agent at the end of the year, and you say, listen, Freddie, you're going to start day 2 because that kid's going to start.
Yeah.
Like, he'll say all the right things because he's a class guy. It would bother him.
Of course it would.
Want to hear a weird stat about Freddie Peralta?
What's that?
This is going to be his third opening day. So his first two were with Milwaukee. Both of those Milwaukee opening day starts in New York City.
Get out of here. Really?
2024, Citi Field against the Mets. 2025, Yankee Stadium against the Yankees. 2026, Citi Field for the Mets. Freddie Peralta will make his third consecutive opening day start.
In New York.
All of them have been in New York City.
Wow.
Did you know that?
I did not. That's pretty damn cool, though.
Hey, listen, I don't mess around with these facts. I don't mess
So
around.
he'll be a Yankee next year.
I mean, he could be.
I doubt it. I seriously doubt that.
Or he'll sign somewhere else, and that team will open
Right.
at Yankee Stadium. And that's how it'll be 4 in a row. We'll get back to your calls coming up. 888-808-1019 is the toll-free number, plus what Ron Darling had to say about the rest of the Mets rotation.
This Fan Focus is sponsored by Chef IQ, precision cooking, effortless results, chefiq.com. History was made in Texas on Sunday as NASCAR driver Tyler Reddick became the first Cup Series driver to win the first 3 races of the season. Reddick is part of the 23XI team, which is owned by who, you ask? Michael Jordan. Yet another three-peat for the best athlete in the history of sports. This Fan Focus was sponsored by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. And by Downtown Nursing and Rehabilitation.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
It was a brutal weekend for Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets, losing on Friday night in OT at Oklahoma City, and then losing at home yesterday to Minnesota, dropping Denver to the 5 seed in the Western Conference. But I'm not panicking. I'm not worried about Denver. Once Denver gets back Aaron Gordon and Peyton Watson, I think the Nuggets are going to be loaded for a postseason run. I still think OKC is the best team, but don't count out Denver. I'm Nick Costos.
Allstate is Metro New York's trusted auto insurer, protecting cars across the tri-state area. We are by your side when you need us most, providing you with affordable auto coverage you can rely on. So, switch to Allstate today, and you could save an average of $713 on auto insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate. Based on the national average annual savings for new customers surveyed in 2024, savings vary, subject to terms and availability.
If you need a new appliance, this is your sign. Shop at Lowe's now to get up to 35% off and next-day delivery on hundreds of major appliances. A new appliance now means an easier-to-do list later. Our best lineup is at Lowe's. Valid through 3/18 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Order by 4 p.m. Available Monday through Saturday. Subject to availability. Fees, exclusions, and restrictions apply. See Lowes.com/appliance delivery for more details.
At LendSeek, we know running a business takes heart, hustle, and sometimes a little help. That's why we stand with you with our exclusive AI lending platform, connecting you to over 100 funders. If you've been in business for at least 2 years with a minimum annual revenue of $500,000, you can get up to $1 million in funding in as fast as 24 hours. No collateral, no prepayment penalties, no red tape. Apply today with no cost or obligation at lendseek.com. That's LENDSEEK.com.
Partly sunny, high 31.
Weather brought to you by Staples. From posters and presentations to labels and loyalty cards, Staples has all the print to boost your brand. Shop now in-store and online. Staples. That was easy.
Injured? Don't be a whiner. Call me, Attorney Mark Miner. I'm Mark Miner, and I have over 30 years of experience handling personal injury cases. If you or a loved one has been injured in an accident, don't whine. Call 1-800-LAW-LINE. You can trust that the personal injury law firm of Zalman, Schnurman & Minor will treat you with respect and fight for your rights. Don't whine. Call 1-800-LAW-LINE for a free consultation. Our goal is to transform your pain into payment. If there is no recovery, there is no fee. We handle all types of accident cases and value the opportunity to help you. The sooner you call, the better. If you are injured, call 1-800-LAW-LINE so we can discuss how to transform your pain into payment. Don't be a whiner. Call Zalman, Schnurman & Minor at 1-800-LAW-LINE.
Zalman, Schnurman & Minor, personal injury attorneys.
Don't whine. Call 1-800-LAW-LINE. That's 1-800-LAW-LINE.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, Call now, 800-575-4094. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-4094. That's 800-575-4094. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
At Town Fair Tire, New England's largest name brand discount tire dealer, you get it all. The guaranteed lowest price, the most free services, and we accept all valid rebates from any manufacturer and from our competition. Yes, we accept them all, even competitor rebates. Town Fair Tire, New England's largest discount tire dealer. Now with over 120 stores from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
That sound? Yeah, that's not a good sign. Hey, it's Drew Brees, and when your car starts making noises like that, a big repair bill might be coming right at you. But with CarShield, you don't have to fear unexpected breakdowns. CarShield helps protect you from expensive auto repairs. I spent my career making tough calls, but this one is simple.
Visit carshield.com now and join the team that's helped millions of drivers save. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Where you learn matters. At Monmouth University, students study on a vibrant coastal campus with direct access to research, culture, and industry. From classrooms to competition, from creativity to career prep, Monmouth offers a vantage point shaped by location and purpose, blending a personalized learning experience with Division I pride and a rising national profile. Bigger thinking, more inspired, you amplified. Amplify your future at Monmouth University. Learn more at monmouth.edu/amplified.
Talk sports after hours with Tommy Lugauer, 7 to midnight. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
All right, I got a bunch of baseball clips I want to play for you because they're all over the place, but they're fascinating in many different ways. And then we'll get back to your phone calls, a lot of football on the table, some Knicks talk, Matthew Schaefer being great. Toll-free number is 888-808-1019. Clip number 1, Tiki Barber.
Yes.
Ron Darling bringing the hammer down on Kodai Senga and how the Mets should handle their rotation, because currently they have 6 guys. Everybody's healthy, knock on wood. Well, what do? Do you have another 6-man rotation, Ronnie?
This is my feeling, and Senga's been here long enough. I think it's time to be in a 5-man rotation, you know, and the rotation should not work around him anymore. It should work with him.
Now that is Ron, who is as classy as they come, bringing the hammer down.
Should not work around him anymore. Should work with him.
With him, which means we are not building a 6-man rotation because of you.
Right.
Now, my one pushback.
Well, he's not the ace.
He's not the ace, but he's only made 4 starts on regular rest, and they're not good.
Yeah.
So don't you want to maximize the players on your roster?
Yeah, but you also have enough pitching right now with the two guys that we were talking about, McLean and
Freddie
Peralta, and then Clay Holmes, I think is going to even have a better season this year. Hopefully it gets depth into games, but he just learned it a year ago. So now I think he'll be better. Your rotation is not bereft of talent.
No, I mean, right now.
Anaya's still, so you have talent.
So what would you do? You send someone to the bullpen? Or do you go 6-man and say, sorry, Ronnie, we're going 6-man?
I think you conveniently go 6-man, which is when you're ready to pitch, Kodai Senga will work you in. Now, this makes it really hard for Mendoza to think about this, but he's going to think about it like months out. But you don't want to risk Nola McLean and Freddie Peralta missing starts because you got to wait for Kodai Senga.
Right. You pitch them on their 5th day.
Right.
And you manipulate Senga around that.
Right. You manipulate everybody else.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the tag team. And because Sean Manaea and Kodai Senga still haven't pitched yet in spring training, I have no reason to believe anything's going to change with them. Tag team those guys.
Right.
Where they pitch in the same game.
What do they call it?
Piggyback. I like tag team. The other thing was it's spring training. The St. Louis Cardinal radio announcers went to town on Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
Did he really?
Yes, he had a pop-up the other day and didn't run it out. Would you like to hear the Cardinal announcers?
Nice.
Here it is. Tell me if this is justified or not. The St. Louis Cardinal announcers bitching about our guy, Juan Soto.
That is sky high. Matthews can't see it, but Pages can, and he makes the play in fair territory with Soto not running. Can't stand seeing that. If he would have dropped that ball, which was a distinct possibility, they may have been able to throw Soto out at first base.
Had he been running all the way, he stood a chance to maybe be on second if that ball falls in.
And he would have still had his bat in his hand, too, because he never lost that. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of that. Not that hard.
It's spring training, buddy.
It's spring training.
Come
and was
on.
there anybody on base?
I don't even remember.
Okay, if there was nobody on base, who cares if you throw him out or catch him out?
Well, I mean, then he doesn't get on base.
I know. But he was saying he was going so slow, he could have just dropped it and thrown him out at first base.
Right.
But if there's nobody on base, who cares?
Well, because who cares? Then he would be out.
I know. But
what's your
what he
point?
was saying was that short pop fly to right field. Juan Soto's just not even running
Right.
out. Why would the right fielder drop the ball just to have to throw him out?
No. I'm saying if he accidentally drops the ball. That's what they're implying. Like if there's a mistake.
Oh, I thought it's to me, it sounded like he was saying the right fielder just dropped the ball.
Oh,
and throw him out.
I think what he's saying is if there was a mistake. And here's what I'll agree with the Cardinal announcers.
Yeah.
If this is a regular season game, I
Right.
kind of agree with them. Like, just run the ball out. At least move.
Well,
'Cause
they're just practicing as if it's regular season.
practicing. I mean, it's spring training.
Right.
I don't want Juan Soto pulling a hamstring because he's running it out on a foul pop-up in Jupiter.
Right.
Like, that'd be a mistake. And then finally.
Wait, was it foul?
It was close to being foul. Like, it was one of those.
Oh, shut up.
It could be.
Just shut up. Who cares?
And finally, I have to play this clip. And Chris Carino, you know I adore you because I think he listens. And Chris, big fan of yours. I heard what you said the other day. The Nets postgame show was ending, and he was throwing it to Pete Hoffman, the great Pete Hoffman. And Chris Carino, who is locked in on sports, he knows what's going on, wanted to reference Devin Williams' first pitch as a New York Met that got hit for a home run. Are you aware of that, Deke?
I was not.
Spring training, only first pitch Devin Williams throws gets hit for a home run.
Not surprised.
Chris Carino brings it up as the Nets postgame is wrapping up and made a comparison that is, I mean, I couldn't sleep at night. This comparison haunts me. Ladies and gentlemen, you want a hot take? Chris Carino supplies a hot take.
Devin Williams allowed a home run on his first pitch as a Met. Sure, that might come up today. Yeah. It happens.
You are bad.
You know, there's a little, I hate to make it maybe a little Ben Simmons comparison to relievers a lot of times. Sometimes you lose it, you just lose it. And the Mets are responsible because Pete Alonso with that home run off him, he's never been the same. There you go. That's what I'll leave you with.
He leaves us with Devin Williams, maybe Ben Simmons. Oh, my God. Chris, I love you. Are you trying to kill me?
Well, you created the narrative, by the way.
How did I create the narrative? Oh, because I said Pete Alonso broke Devin Williams?
Pete Alonso broke him.
I may have been the first one to say
You
that.
were the first one to say it. And it held true for a lot of last season, by the way. It ultimately got right and obviously made himself appealing to be acquired by the in free agency by the Mets. But still, if it happens, it's you. If it turns out he's broken, it was you, Evan.
Yeah. Ben Simmons. Can you imagine that?
No, that's a bad reference.
That's the worst reference you can make.
You know why? You know why it's not even fair? And I'll defend Devin Williams. It's not fair because Ben Simmons doesn't want to play basketball.
I agree. I think that is a very fair point.
He didn't care about being great. He cared about making money.
And you could tell with Devin Williams, and I know Yankee fans may not love him for last year, and no one's going to defend him. I thought it was an unlucky season, but nevertheless, it wasn't a great season.
Well, he's also coming off. It was only his first season off of injury. Right?
Yeah.
Full season off of injury.
Right. He had the back issue, I think, with Milwaukee.
Right.
But he wants to play. Like, in fact, I think the first pitch that he threw that got hit was a new pitch he's trying to throw. I think it was a cutter.
Right.
So he efforts it.
Right.
So,
and by the way, when you're learning a new pitch, hit the first one out of the ballpark in spring training.
It doesn't matter. Other than the memes of it,
Right.
like, Devin Williams, haha. Other than the joke of it, it does not matter.
Right.
But I do agree that I think that's a fair counter to that vicious attack by Chris Carino.
Right.
Paul Rosenberg, the legend.
Which one's more egregious, calling Paul Rosenberg a legend or comparing Devin Williams to Ben Simmons?
Right. Who's the new pitching coach for the Mets?
I forget his name, the geek from Boston.
Yeah, exactly. Is he putting cutters in everybody's?
I think this is the time of year where you try different things.
Yeah, but isn't Clay doing it too?
Well, he's going back to his curveball.
Oh, God.
Like he's working on a curveball.
Right.
Justin Willard.
Justin Willard. Right. Yeah, I just call him the geek from Boston, but I will know his name, especially if I interview him next week in spring training.
You better.
Oh, boy. So, Carino,
geek.
He'd look back and say, who are you to call me a geek?
Right.
So, Carino, we love you, but we're listening. And that was a vicious, vicious attack. Let's get back to your calls, 888-808-1019. A lot of football on the table as well. Marcus is in Saratoga. What's up, Marcus?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
What's up, man?
Good.
Evan, welcome back. Hope you feel better soon.
Thank you.
Just wanted to circle back on topic you broke in a little while ago on the trade for David Montgomery.
Right.
I dug in on that a little bit. Looks like he was had for just a fifth. Seems like a pretty small amount for him. Do you think that says more about what the Texans are going to do with Joe Mixon? Or do you think Mixon's going to end up as a free agent here and might be another low-buy candidate that either the Giants or the Jets could consider?
Yeah, it seems like the days are numbered for Joe Mixon down there, but he was hurt most of last season. And so this is probably being looked at as a replacement for Joe Mixon.
He didn't play at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Woody Marks was their featured back last year.
100%. So it's more like a replacement, but it's not a long-term replacement because as good as David Montgomery is and has been, Evan mentioned earlier, with 33 touchdowns over the last 3 seasons. So he can score, and he has that nose for the end zone. He's 29 years old.
He's an older running back. So he's not Kenneth Walker or Breece Hall.
It's like, what are you doing here? It's not, we need you for the next 5 years. This is come be good for us for 2 seasons and go on. So as far as, I don't know if you mentioned this about what that does for the market. It does nothing for the market.
Yeah, I think because the top of the running back market right now is Breece Hall and Kenneth Walker.
Yes.
They are both younger, and they're just better at this point in their careers than David Montgomery. That's not a knock on David Montgomery, but he's 29 years old. He's been in the league for 7 years.
Right, and he's likely to get the top running backs, talking about Kenneth Walker, he's probably going to get around $13 or $14 million a year.
Right.
Nobody is going near Saquon and Christian McCaffrey. That's just not. It's just teams can't afford to do that.
No, you're right. And with Kenneth Walker and Breece Hall, they are featured running backs. David Montgomery last year with Detroit, and I think it'll be the same thing in Houston, is not going to get the most carries of the running back.
Of course not. He's exactly what he did in Detroit.
Yep. Let's go to Robert in Litchfield, Connecticut. Hey, Robert.
Hey, fellas. So I got a theory on Aaron Glenn sleeping, but if time allows, a quick baseball Hall of Fame question. So Glenn, I contend that he indeed was sleeping, but he did it on purpose. He was trying to emulate Lawrence Taylor, who famously would sleep during team meetings and then have total recall when he woke up. What do you think? Is it a Zen approach?
No.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, I appreciate the effort. Speaking of Lawrence Taylor, over the weekend, I watched Lawrence Taylor versus Bam Bam Bigelow in the main event of WrestleMania 11. I sent it to you guys.
I did not watch it.
Because it was on YouTube. I was on the plane, and I was in constant pain. And I was like, let me watch this entire match.
Okay.
And so then I kept cutting clips of every time they mentioned Carl Banks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I actually tweeted it at BT earlier today because BT and Sal are doing an event in a couple of weeks, and Carl's going to be there.
Right.
And so my way of promoting the event was retweeting it and putting out the video of Carl Banks running to the ring at WrestleMania 11.
That's funny.
He looks so young, Carl. And you know what pissed me off? I got to ask him about this. Because he was still active at that point. Was he still active?
What year?
It was 1995. They showed him in a Browns jersey because he was on Cleveland, and they kept referring to him as Carl Banks of the Cleveland Browns. And that annoyed me.
He might have been.
I think he was, and he was on the Browns, obviously, which is why that. Let me look it up right now. Give you the answer.
95 was his last season.
It was his last year.
Right.
So he was about to compete in his last season in the NFL, and he was about to compete in his second year in Cleveland. But that just weirded me out. Like, you're not a Cleveland Brown, and you're there defending Lawrence Taylor, who was your longtime teammate. But the match was. How would you define that match, Ro? Did you remember LT versus Bam Bam?
Vaguely. I was 10 at the time, so vaguely remember it.
Yeah,
it was an event match.
It was an event. It shouldn't have main evented.
Right.
That's for sure.
I mean, I should have known. I just wasn't into wrestling at that point anymore, even though I liked football players. I should have watched it out because I was 20.
Yeah, that would have been cool
It's
for
not
you.
like I was young.
And
Unaware.
But I'll tell you what pisses me off about this, and this is the reason I bring it up, and it is timely. I only bring it up because our last caller brought up Lawrence Taylor, so I didn't really bring it up. The WWE right now is going through the process where they announce who gets into their Hall of Fame. And you talk about the politics of other Hall of Fames.
Yeah.
The WWE has a policy, which is if we don't like you, we're not going to put you in, which is why Bruno Sammartino, maybe the greatest of all time, had decades of not being in the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. Or the WWE Hall of Fame. They finally made peace with Demolition, one of the great tag teams of all time. They're getting in. Donald Trump is in the WWE Hall of Fame. Now, I'm not besmirching why Trump should or shouldn't be in the WWE Hall of Fame, but all Donald Trump did was be the figurehead in a match against Vince McMahon, and he hosted WrestleMania 4 and WrestleMania 5.
Yeah.
LT main evented a WrestleMania. How Lawrence Taylor is not in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Why would they not like him?
I don't, maybe because of his history? I don't know.
Okay.
And at that WrestleMania,
What are we talking about here?
There were other.
I'd love to fire his ass.
There were other players that he brought out along with Carl Banks, including Steve Mongo McMichael, who turned out to be a really, really important character for WCW and NWO.
The Bears, right?
Yep. Yes, he played for the Bears.
Right.
Actually passed away recently.
Yeah.
Reggie White was there. But I don't understand why LT isn't in the WWE Hall of Fame. You have his phone number?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Can you ask him?
I will.
Ask him, like, does it bother you? What a question.
Random question, Lawrence.
Random question, Lawrence. You main evented a WrestleMania. Meanwhile, these other two-bit celebrities are in the Hall of Fame, and you're not? You main evented a WrestleMania. Why are you not in the Hall of Fame? And when they did the WrestleMania at MetLife a few years ago, I was like, oh, this is a no-brainer. Like, why would they not put LT in now?
Right.
So I must admit that is a weird thing that bothers me. But good job by them putting Demolition in the Hall of Fame because they absolutely deserve it. Let's go to Dean in Rocky Point. Hey, Dean.
Hey, what's happening, fellas?
What's up?
Tiki.
What's up?
Tiki, I love you, brother. I'm the golf coach at Syosset High School in Nassau County. No one is more into the weather than I am.
Okay.
I need to know where you see 70 degrees this week because I don't see anything even remotely close to that. I need to know what weather app you're on.
I'm predicting 70.
Oh, that's you?
Yes.
That's the Tiki prediction.
I swear I woke up this morning. I looked at the temperature because I go outside and walk the dogs as soon as I get up.
Here's what you saw.
It was 19 degrees this morning.
Yes, it was very cold. Here's where I'm going to back Tiki up. I'm looking at Manhattan, and this is next week, so it's way out.
All right.
Sunday, 64. Monday, 66.
Yes.
Tuesday, 64. And then Wednesday, 71.
Right.
On March 11th.
Right.
So it's a week out.
Because I was looking at the lows. The low today was 19 when I woke up. This was in Forum Park. And then the high by the end of the list was like 70. So you're right. That's what I was seeing.
Yeah, so I got to defend my weather guy over here.
Yes.
To be fair, on March 13th, it's going to be 41 degrees.
Okay, that's spring, bro. Like, it goes up and down. And that's why I admit that the Mets and the Yankees get an extra week, so we'll leave them out for now. There's a chance the Mets get 80 degrees on opening day, and then on Saturday, 45 degrees. Or vice versa.
Right.
Like, it totally
And I feel like that happens frequently.
Absolutely. That's what happens, I think, as we get to March, which is why I'm so glad it's actually March. Ryan's in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Hey, Ryan. Hello, Ryan.
Hey guys.
What's up?
I have a quick observation to make about a promo that's been running on the Fan. And I know that you guys don't have anything to do with the creation of these.
Go ahead.
But I'm wondering if you could, maybe run it up the flagpole. I'm sensing some Jets disrespect.
Jets disrespect?
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Explain it, and then we'll break it down.
We get Yankees bat. All right, fine. Mets Heat, Giants defense, Jets dreams? Like, nothing about even the team.
Yeah.
The run game.
Okay, who do you want to talk about? Who would be the highlight for you then for the Jets? Because Breece Hall is not under contract, right? Or he is technically.
No, he's a free agent. He could be gone.
He's not under contract because he hasn't been franchised yet. So who are you talking about?
I feel like you got. Tiki, it's a good question.
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem. I heard Craig bring this up.
That's exactly it.
Big Mac and Craig actually brought this up a few weeks ago where they called out the promo and said, hey, that's kind of disrespectful to the Jets.
Right.
And so I did have time to think about this, which is why I'm not.
I would say Garrett.
No, I'd say that there's nothing. I think the Dreams.
I would say Garrett.
But the Dreams part's accurate.
I felt violated.
Like, the Jets right now only have dreams. So when you promote all the teams in this town and you say Yankee bats, Giant coaching, which is what I would say. Anyhow, here's the promo just to reset in case you haven't heard what he's referring to and why this could be a mini controversy.
Baseball or football, WFAN runs the city. Yankees bats, Mets heat, Giants defense, Jets dreams.
Giants defense.
What do we have other than dreams? Like, I don't even disagree with it.
Do we really want to talk about the Giants defense?
Yeah, I think it's more the history of the Giants.
Yeah. I would have said Giants run game.
Or Giants quarterback.
You know what? The Jets' dreams is good with the Aaron Glenn sleeping situation. So this is wonderful. Great job by whoever did that.
Oh, that was prophetic.
Funniest thing you've ever said, Rosie. This is why you're the glue. Let's go to Mike in Massapequa. Hey, Mike.
What up, Mike?
Hey, guys. How are you today?
All's good.
Good.
So everyone has been talking about Sonny Styles. And with Harbaugh coming to the Giants and his experience with first-round middle linebackers dating back to Ray Lewis, Roquan Smith, and C.J. Mosley, who was a former Jet, if you look at the Jets' defense, the real problem has been since C.J. left the team. Why are we going to do the typical Jet solution in the draft and take a pass rusher when the clear need is a linebacker that can do a little bit of everything and be a force multiplier rather than a force disruptor?
Here's how I'm going to answer this, but then I'm going to ask Uncle Tiki for advice on this because I honestly don't know the answer yet, and I'm going to try to formulate my own opinion very soon as we get closer to the draft. The Jets are in no position to be drafting based on need. They need the highest impact player at number 2.
Yeah.
If you're telling me, and I trust you in this early stage to say Sonny Styles is that guy, then go draft him.
Right.
But right now, I can't look at, they need a middle linebacker, pass rusher. Right. Dude, they need everything on defense.
They really need everything. But I think to his point about the linebacker, and this is me being general, most of the defensive leaders, it's kind of like the quarterback because the green dot. We hear that all the time. The guy who's calling the defense, the guy who gets everybody in order, the guy who, is who you turn to when things go a little bit chaotic is usually the middle linebacker, right? And that's what he's talking about with C.J. Mosley. Who did it? Did the Giants do this? They had it on a safety, I think, a couple of years ago. Maybe Julian Love or one of those guys. But either way, like if you need everything, like the Jets, I think you first need to draft your leader. And I think that's what forget what he looked like at the combine as 4'4", 40 at 245 pounds, whatever it is. Forget how great of an athlete he is. It's more about, is he the leader that you need in the middle of your team? And if the answer is yes, that's why you draft him. It's not necessarily, we need a linebacker.
No, it can't be.
No.
It cannot be that. We'll get back to your calls coming up. 888-808-1019 is the toll-free number. Plus, the first Cinco de Luncho without Sean Morash. How's it going to go? We'll find out. Plus the crazy thing that was said to Fernando Mendoza at the NFL Combine. It's Evan and Tiki till 2 this afternoon.
I'm always on the go, folks. Always challenged to keep my family safe when I'm not with them. That's why I turned to our partners at Slomin's, who recently installed the Slomin Shield Link system. It's smart home security system combining safety, convenience, and peace of mind, and I can do it all from my phone. I love everything about it, from the doorbell cameras to the lighting controls, but I really love the Apple Music. Just set it however I want it, whether I'm listening to some Dave Matthews or some Teddy Swims. I can manage it all from my phone, even if I'm not home. So then I walk in, the music is pumping over the speakers throughout the house. So many other things to experience with the Slomin Shield Link system. You can experience the future of home security and automation with the Slomin Shield Link system as well. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME. That's 1-800-ALARM-ME, or visit slomans.com.
This city lives and breathes sports. WFAN is where Yankees fans argue with Mets fans, and Giants fans debate Jets fans. Live, loud, and daily. The Fan, 101.9 FM, and always streaming on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
College basketball is nonstop. Big games, tight spreads, momentum swings every night. And now FanDuel is giving you a way to turn that energy into even bigger wins. With college basketball Parlay Profit Boost. Here's how it works. Build any college hoops parlay you like. The early tip, the rivalry game, the ranked matchup, the late night West Coast shootout, mixed spreads, totals, props, whatever fits your read on the slate. Just apply your profit boost and instantly bump up the potential payout. Go safe. Go spicy. Go with your team that you've been following all season long. It's your parlay, your style. Head to FanDuel.com/New York to get started. FanDuel, play your game. We love the app around here. It's safe and secure, and when you win, you do get paid instantly. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of WFAN.
21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Minimum 2-leg parlay required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable Boost Builder tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amounts. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
At NYU Langone Health, we know there really is no place like home. That's why we get our surgery patients home faster and have fewer readmissions than any other health system. That means once you're home, you won't need to go back for the same procedure. Instead, you can get back to the things you love. And the next time you need something else, we're here. Better health starts with a better health system. Learn more at nyulangonehealth.org.
Looking for the lowest price on name brand tires? Get to Town Fair Tire and get the guaranteed lowest price on any name brand tire. Nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. You can swirl it, you can sip it, but the best way is to share it. Hey y'all, I'm Deanna, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You get that bold flavor of the Coke mixed with the smooth deliciousness of the vanilla ice cream. You have a juicy filet and a smooth, creamy float. It's an awesome pairing.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
It all comes down to this, folks. Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain. Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast. Speaking of fast, did you just see that play? Yeah, he vaporized that ball. That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Hey, this is Tiki Barber. Those of us living in New Jersey got hit with a 20% electric rate increase. If your current heating system is over 15 years old, it's time for a new high-efficiency carrier system. And there's only one company to call for a new one. My friends at Edison Heating and Cooling, New Jersey's heating experts for over 38 years. Older heating systems waste gas. So get your system checked now and save money with Edison Heating and Cooling. Contact them now at edisonhvac.com. That's edisonhvac.com.
MSC Cruises feel so stylish and European. Let's espresso and gelato.
Espresso and gelato? Those aren't verbs.
Yeah, on MSC Cruises they are.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm into the American stuff. Let's coffee and soft serve.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe later we can chaise lounge and espadrille?
I think you mean pool chair and flip-flop.
For a limited time, get up to 35% off cruises, plus kids sail free.
To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
For 100 years, London Jewelers has been part of life's most meaningful moments. From engagements and anniversaries to milestones, big and small, they've helped mark the moments that matter most to their customers. Generations of families have trusted London Jewelers for exceptional craftsmanship, timeless design, and service that lasts a lifetime. As they celebrate a century of excellence, they thank you for being a part of their story, and they look forward to the moments still to come. They invite you to visit London Jewelers at any one of their 6 locations. London Jewelers, celebrating 100 years of brilliance.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out in a cold sweat. No one wants to deal with the IRS, and now you don't have to. The good news is Legal Tax Defense has been successfully negotiating with the IRS for more than 15 years. It doesn't matter how much you owe, whether it's $5,000 or $5 million. You deserve the best in the business on your side, and that is Legal Tax Defense. Even if you're working with someone else and just want a second opinion, there is no cost or obligation to call. They can prevent levies, liens, wage garnishments, even file back tax returns. And the best news about Legal Tax Defense is they won't take your case unless they know they will reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call Legal Tax Defense right now for a free no-risk consultation. 800-323-8922. 800-323-8922. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. 800-323-8922.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you love sports, this is the show for you. It's You Better You Bet with me, Nick Costos. Weekday mornings 9 to noon Eastern on the free Odyssey app and YouTube at The Costos. Bringing you the biggest NFL news, guests, and notes from the offseason while getting you ready to win the madness of college hoops. It's You Better You Bet with me, Nick Costos. Live and interactive, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern, presented by BetMGM. Download the Odyssey app and listen from anywhere for sports talk from people who love sports.
Talk New York sports here. The Fan.
I totally forgot. It was like 2 months ago. I think it was sent to me. Someone sends me an Instagram post and says, "Did you know Tiki Barber is a part of the Roast of New Jersey?" And when I saw it, I texted Tiki, Sean, the Evan and Tiki group chat, and I was like, "Dude, I got to go to this." And then I realized, crap, it's the weekend. I'm going to Florida.
Right.
So I didn't go, but I went to Florida, and you roasted New Jersey. How'd that go?
I did. It was fun. I had a good time. So it was a good group of comedians, too. Most of them with ties to New Jersey, some of them with not. What was his name? Q from the Impractical Jokers. He tried to crush New Jersey, and they weren't having it, man.
What do you mean?
He was like, F New Jersey. You guys, I'm from Staten Island. And it just didn't go over well.
Let me tell you this. Staten Island and New Jersey are basically twins. What are we talking about?
Exactly. So it's like you're killing New Jersey, but Staten Island's just as bad. Joey Gorga was on there too. The list, it was Jeff Ross was the master of ceremonies.
He's the roast master,
He's
isn't
the
he?
roast master. He was great. Joey Diaz, who was the guy from The Sopranos. Everybody knows him locally here. He was he wrapped it up. Natalie Cuomo was another roaster. Donnell Rawlings from The Breakfast Club. You know him. Obviously, David Chappelle's show as well. I'm trying to think who else. Chris Method. He was or Chris Gethard, who is a local New Jersey guy. I think he owns a comedy store. He was the best one, because he was speaking all New Jersey. And so when you're in New Jersey and you don't know New Jersey, it's hard to make fun of New Jersey. But he knew everything.
Did you go up and make jokes?
Yeah, of course.
Did you write your own jokes, or did you get someone to help you?
They helped me, but I made it my own.
Did you make fun of the jug handle?
I did not make fun of the jug handle, but I did say, it's like, you guys know I live in Florham Park, which is great. They let one of us in every now and then. And then I said, you know the Jets are there too. But the brothers don't last because they suck. So it was good. I had a good time, man.
Very nice.
It was fun.
I'm sad I missed that. That was one of those rare things where I saw it and I was like, damn, I genuinely want to go to that.
They did a heck of a job. Izzy and those guys, and Dan, who wrote some of the stuff for me. And I had fun.
Good.
It was cool.
Speaking of doing a good job, today is a historic moment in Evan and Tiki with our new time slot. because Tiki and I believe that the Cinco de Luncho should not be performed by either me or Tiki.
Right.
That it should be Sean, and if someone's filling in for Sean, that person should get a chance to shine. So for the first time in the Cinco de Luncho era, here is the glue of WFAN, Paul Rosenberg with his own Cinco de Luncho.
Paul Rosenberg, the glue.
In the booth, somebody hide the castle. Optics flying, phones ringing, Evans yelling, no! Tiki's laughing, chaos cracking, nobody's in control. It's Cinco de Luncho. Bam! Crunch! Let's go!
Cinco de Luncho is brought to you by Helix Wireless, connecting everything everywhere. I was thinking, coming off Matt Schaefer's three-point night last night, who are the most important number 48s in New York sports history? That's what I got to thinking about.
I can only think of two.
So I give you
48.
Number 4. Well, there's one that,
So
don't offend me.
I give you the 5 most important 48s in New York sports history. And a fun fact, there will be no Nets or Knicks on the list. And why? Because there has never been a 48 for the Nets or the Knicks.
Isn't that kind of crazy?
Yes.
Huh? There's never been a number 48 in Knicks or Nets history.
I can see it with basketball because it's just a weird number.
In fact, the last 48 that was worn in the NBA, according to Basketball Reference, was Nazir Muhammad in 2015.
Wow.
Yeah, so I can see it with basketball.
It's just such a rare number.
Yeah.
No one wants to wear that. All right. It's funny. And so far, I'll tell you, I think this is a great list. I think it's fascinating because we think of numbers sometimes.
Right.
And as I'm trying to think of 48s, I can only think of 2. The one you're honoring, and then somebody else who's clearly going to be number 1, and I don't want to spoil it. So go ahead.
Here we go. Number 5.
So number 5 is going to be Aaron Heilman.
Oh, my God.
What?
Now, why is it Aaron Heilman?
Who the hell is Aaron Heilman?
He was the guy who gave up the home run to Yadi Molina in Game 7 of the NLCS.
And that's the reason why he scarred me and scarred all Mets fans. So because he wore 48, this doesn't have to be a good 48. This is a bad 48.
But so it's impactful. I got
But important enough that he has to make the list. That Aaron Heilman is going to be number 5.
Aaron Heilman, by the way, Tiki, and he was pitching for a part of his career while you were playing.
Right.
So you weren't familiar with him.
I wasn't paying attention.
He was actually not that bad. Like, he converted from a starter to a reliever and was one of the decent, dependable Met relievers. And I actually don't blame him that much for the Yadi home run. The problem with the Yadi home run was Billy Wagner sucked. And the Mets had no faith in going to him in a tie game in the 9th inning. And so they forced Aaron Heilman to pitch a second inning of work to where he gave up the home run. So I don't even think Aaron Heilman was a bad Met. But I understand your point.
Number 4.
Number 4 is going to be Fear Not. Who was Fear Not? He was the Bulldog that won the 48th Westminster Dog Show.
He was number 48?
He won the 48th Westminster Dog Show.
48. Oh, I got it. I was like, they don't number the dogs? What are you talking
about? Which
about?
takes place in Manhattan at Madison Square Garden, so it counts for New York sports. So Fear Not, the Bulldog is number 4.
You did some research on this one, man.
You were something else, bro. I give you credit. And
number 3.
I guess it shows you there aren't a lot of great 48s.
No, there's not. And number 3, I struggle between Andrew Miller and Anthony Rizzo for the Yankees. And I went with Andrew Miller only because I thought he was more dominant at the position than Anthony Rizzo was at his position. They both were on the team for about not a long amount of time, but still, Andrew Miller, a more impactful 48 than Anthony Rizzo.
Yeah, I can actually think of 3 48s now with the Yankees. Goldie. Paul Goldschmidt was 48 as well.
Right.
So you got Rizzo, you got Goldie, and you got Andrew Miller. If I had to pick one of the 3, you know who I'd actually pick? I disagree with you.
Rizzo?
I'd tell you why. He probably helped bring Aaron Judge back to New York.
Oh, that's okay. I like that angle.
You know
what? It's interesting because he was the one that gave him his MVP last year.
Yeah, he loves him. They're very close.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Thank you.
Number 2.
Number 2 is going to be Matthew Schaefer, already at 18. And again, he's a kid. He's 18. A lot can happen here. But another 3-point night. He's 3 goals behind.
Rosie, he could retire tomorrow and he's ahead of all those
And he's
guys.
a legend.
From the lack of 48s in New York sports, absolutely. But it's incredibly impressive what he's doing.
I wonder how he got assigned 48. Did he ask for it?
That's a great question. Was that his number when he was playing juniors?
It might have been his number in the OHL. I'll do some research on that for you.
Because I was just given my number. It happened to be the same number I wore at Virginia, but it just was given to me.
Wow.
Luckily, I forgot who had it the year before. Somebody had it the year before, and they just weren't on the Giants anymore.
I did. I'm asking AI, why does Matthew Schaefer wear 48? Yeah. So I'll give you an answer if you get to number one.
Number one.
And number one is obviously Jacob deGrom, who is, again, not a contest. He is the greatest Met to ever put on the uniform in my lifetime, and it's not even close.
Wow.
He's the future Hall of Famer, both Mets and baseball, and he is easily number one, and that is your Cinco de Luncho.
Yeah, what a way to just foghorn in Jacob deGrom.
Is that who you had?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it's going to be retired. I think there's no question about that. So, yeah, Jake and Schaefer. I mean, that's some pretty good company.
That is
two
pretty
guys
good
on my
company.
teams. By the way, here's the Matthew Schaefer answer on number 48. And we should look up why deGrom wore 48, too. Matthew Schaefer wears 48 as a personal tribute passed down through his family. His older brother, Johnny, a defenseman who Matthew looked up to and followed into the position, originally chose 48 because he was a big fan of NHL player Danny Briere. I pronounced that right. I think I had him on my fantasy team many years ago. Matthew then adopted the number in honor of his brother, continuing the tradition. He described it as a full circle or big 360 moment, especially after meeting Briere and sharing the story. How about that?
Nice.
So there is a reason.
That is a
for it.
reason. By the way, Willie Beeman. Willie Beeman had number 21 in 1996.
Wow. That's crazy.
I know. I don't even know what happened to him after he left.
Now I'm looking up why Jacob deGrom wears 48, which you would think I would know.
It's probably random, though.
deGrom has spoken positively about the number in the context of his Mets legacy, saying in 2025
So
interviews,
no reason then.
It would be a huge honor if the Mets retired his number.
Yeah, but that means there's no reason he got it.
Yeah, it sounds like he was assigned.
They're talking his post-career, not his pre-career.
It sounds like in deGrom's case, they gave him the number, but it's a big moment because Carson Benj is likely to make the Mets. If I had to predict right now, I think he's going to be the opening day right fielder. We know he's a big prospect.
Right.
He is currently wearing 93 in spring training. He's not going to wear 93 at the major league level. The number they assign him could be a really big deal.
Right.
Because if he turns out to be the player that the Mets hope he is, that could be a number that's retired. So what do? I know what I would do.
What?
You're going to appreciate this.
Go ahead.
I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to start anew.
Do not.
And I would, no, not that. I would give him number 9 and say, hey, Brandon Nimmo, you're dead to us.
Wow.
And I would say, Carson Benj,
you
you're number
talk
9.
too much, Brandon Nimmo.
You're never getting your number retired. There's no discourse where that's going to change. Maybe Pete someday. But Brandon Nimmo, who taught, I'd love to have my number retired. Yeah, okay, fat chance. Go play MLB The Show. You have a chance to have your number retired. So I would go clean break and give number 9 to Carson Benj. You like that idea?
You changed it. You change it right away.
Yeah.
It doesn't even linger.
Plus,
it's just gone.
I'm getting sick of Brandon Nimmo. Stop with your exclusive interviews to Joel Sherman. We're done. We don't want to hear it anymore.
Right.
He did another exclusive interview.
I heard. I could see how people thought I talked too much. Those team meetings, I never shut the hell up.
How funny was that?
And so people didn't like me because I never shut the hell up. Dude.
Yeah, no kidding. You're still not shutting up.
I know.
You're gone. They traded you.
Right. You're not here anymore.
I mean, it happened months ago. Why are we doing this? They say we can't move on. No. They can't move on. So, yeah, that's what I would do. I'd give the number 9 to Carson Benj. You like that idea?
I do like that idea.
Thank you. Let's go to Steve on Long Island. What's up, Steve? Steve.
Hey, guys. Yeah, not on Long Island, in the car. But didn't know it was me. Tiki. I watch every Westminster every year. Every dog is numbered.
They are.
And they refer to the dog number in the best in before they go to the best in show, and then at best in show they always say, this is collie number 18, blah blah blah. Then his name.
That's funny. You know what? I think I always watch that without the sound. I swear, I don't think I have listened to the Westminster Kennel Dog Show.
Oh, that's great.
I never listened to it. It's on because I like looking at the dogs. Oh, that's a pretty collie. That's a pretty Saluki. That's a pretty Doberman. But I don't think I ever listened to it.
The Doberman won.
Of course,
this
the
past
Doberman
year.
won.
Penny the Doberman Pinscher.
That's right.
I got to hand it to Rosie because I hear you get mentally abused by Tommy Lugauer whenever you work with him these days. He's very mean to you. And I don't know if that's because he thinks I was mean to him or Craig was mean to him, so now he's letting it out on you. But you get, let's be honest, mentally abused by Tommy whenever you're with him. So I may go the other way with this. I think you added the dog show thing, and I think it worked. Sometimes you force it in, and it's like, why are you bringing up dogs? But I think it perfectly exemplified the issues with number 48 in New York. And since the dogs are numbered and
Right.
the event is in New York City, I have to commend you. You worked in the Westminster Dog Show in a very proper way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The question was, what number was, who was dog 48 this past year?
Well, every breed has a 48. So
Oh,
that's
got it.
how. So
Wait, there are that many dogs?
yes, there's I think 20, like over 2,000 dogs gain entry to Westminster, and then group judges figure out the best Doberman pinscher out of like 150, and that goes to the
I
best.
don't think I ever realized it was that vast.
Oh, it's very intense. The national championship for the AKC has over 10,000 entries.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
Let's go to Ben in Ridgewood, New York. Hey, Ben.
Hey, what's up, Ben?
How's it going, guys?
All's well.
I was actually on hold when you brought up the whole jersey roasting, and that's what I was initially calling about.
Oh, nice. What's up? Fun.
Is that going to be aired on Comedy Central or Netflix or anything like that?
I don't think it's for air. I mean, they'll release some of it via social media, but it's the 100th anniversary of the Count Basie Theater down there in Red Bank. And so they're doing, I think this was the first time they've done something like this. It's a huge theater. They've done tons of shows and concerts and things of that nature, but this was just something they did to promote the Count Basie's 100th anniversary, led by Jeff Ross, who's a roast master. And it was a lot of fun.
Nice. Yeah, I only heard of it because I saw a picture of you posted on Natalie Cuomo's Instagram, one of the comedians.
Yes.
And she's easily my celebrity crush, so I'm super jealous
Oh,
of you.
she's great. She's tatted up to the hilt, man.
So also, last bit, as a lifelong Giants fan, I think I have a solution for the whole Jets debacle.
Go ahead.
How about we just demote them and promote like the most recent champion of the Canadian Football League or next competitive football league.
Thanks for that.
I felt violated.
I mean, basically, I got a solution for the Jets. Get rid of them. That was his answer.
Right.
I got a solution. Just get rid of them.
Get the Toronto Argonauts to come in instead.
It was actually the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
That
were
was
the
this
most
year?
recent CFL.
Really?
That was
I was just guessing. As the only
What a goddamn
that was the only
disgrace.
CFL team I could
They
think
defeated
of.
the Montreal Alouettes 25-17 in the
Thank
Grey
you.
Cup.
Thank you for
Alouette.
that. Let's go to Mayor in Jerusalem. What's up, Mayor?
Hey, hello, Evan.
What's happening?
Thank you for calling from Israel.
Yes, and be safe over there.
Yes,
obviously.
be safe, definitely.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we're trying. Yeah. I appreciate your show, and I'm grateful that it's on YouTube, so I can actually listen to you guys all the time.
That's why it's there. So we can
cool.
be international.
Yep.
But thank you for calling. What's on your mind today, man?
Yeah. I think that I know that Kodai Senga takes a lot of slack, but I think he's going to be a stud this year. Look, I'm rooting for everyone. I don't care really who's going to be the best pitcher as long as they all pitch well. But
Right.
I think he's going to be solid.
Look, I think you're more likely to be right than those who have doubts about Kodai Senga, because let's not forget, and Evan brings this up often, before that hamstring thing from the Pete Alonso throw, which, by the way, it wasn't Pete's fault. It was Kodai's fault for starting late and trying to sprint when he shouldn't have.
It's also Kodai's fault that when he came back, he was terrible. Like, I
Right.
can't just put that all on a
He
hamstring
probably
injury.
came back too soon. But my point is, prior to that, the dude was pitching to a 1.7 ERA.
He was amazing.
It was ridiculous how good he was.
And he's been mostly great when he's pitched.
Yes. I don't think he was healthy, and he tried to come back because he wanted to be a part of the solution, and he wasn't ready to come back.
Look, I think my solution to this is the best one, and I'm not being biased about it. I'll give you the reasons, and I can't wait because I'm going to spring training this weekend, and whether it's on the Rico or not on the Rico or on Evan and Tiki or not, I'm going to talk to Carlos Mendoza, and I want to at least – what's it called when you go to a politician and you try to make your case? Lobby.
I'm
a lobbyist.
Oh, you're the Evan Roberts Super PAC.
That's right. I'm a super PAC, and I'm going to lobby Carlos Mendoza, not as much about Soto leading off because whatever.
He's not going to – I don't think Soto wants to, but keep going.
That's fine, and I'm not as passionate about it as I am the tag team.
Yeah.
Like, you let Kodai Senga and Sean Manaea share games. Hey, there's less pressure on them. Go 4 innings. They both go 4 innings. You just got 8 innings. And if one of them starts to dominate and one of them, hey, you know what? I'll give him a 5th. I'll give him a 6th. Things can change. Everyone has a right to change based on the way you perform.
Then you get into your bullpen, you're fine.
Yeah. So that's what I would do with Senga, because I agree with Mayor. I think Senga has a chance to be really good because most times he is really good.
Right. Yeah, we just want to judge him off of half of a season last year.
Yeah, and the fact that he's been unreliable, which you can't deny. Let's go to Robert in Brooklyn. Hey, Robert.
Hey, Robert.
How you doing, guys? All right. Hey, I have a little problem with this number 48 list.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
There's a lot of anti-Jet bias going on here, guys. Ken Shroy played about 10 years with the Jets. Come on, he doesn't rank higher than a Bulldog? That's crazy.
I mean, that's fair. I think the problem is Rosie has no idea who he is.
Yeah.
And most people don't because he played for the Jets in the late 70s and early 80s for 5 years.
Who was that?
He was a safety for the Jets in 1977 to 1981.
I was too.
You
weren't even a thought.
I was not even a thought. And like he was
Your parents,
solid.
Rosie, probably hadn't had sex yet, so. Not with each other. I'm just meaning in general.
Wow.
That's how long ago that was.
No, I get you. But that just proves how bad the number 48 is. That we take a caller from a guy saying, what about Ken Shroy in 1978?
Right.
Like, that just shows you. And here's the list of other 48s for the New York Jets. You ready? Nick Bowden, who's recent. Anthony Firkser. Remember him? Wasn't he a fullback, I think? Anthony Firkser?
Yeah, that name sounds familiar.
Yeah, a tight end. My bad. Same thing.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Same thing.
Right.
B.J. Goodson, Bobby Humphrey, Jordan Jenkins, Brian Washington, and Kenny Yeboah, the tight end. Like, that's it. It's a horrible list of 48s.
I thought Yeboah was going to be a good player.
Yeah, I thought he had a chance to be good, too.
Yeah.
Didn't work out.
Nope.
Let's go to Steven in Brooklyn. What's up, Steven?
Hey, gentlemen. Good afternoon. How you doing?
Good. What's up?
Good. Just checking in. So with Kayvon and, 4 years ago when they had 2 top 10 picks, Evan Neal and Kayvon, you thought you would have a place where you would have 2 guys with your team for a long time. It looks like one's going to be a bust and one's not going to last too long. My question, Teague, what do you think? I mean, if you're not going to, with Kayvon, you trade him now, you trade him maybe during the season, or, you're not going to give him a long-term contract. So I don't understand what they're going to do with him. I feel like maybe you got to get rid of him now. I think it's a big decision to make.
I think you're right, and I do think it is. They're listening to trades for Kayvon. You know this already.
Oh, no doubt.
They're listening. It's just a matter of getting the right either asset or other player, because you do have to replace him. You can't go into this season with Brian Burns, who's fantastic and an all-pro and could be DPOY if he has a season like he did a year ago after gaining the respect, and then Abdul Carter, who's still figuring out how to be an edge rusher. So you can't go in that way. So you have to have another player. And I guess you could draft one, but I fill it with free agency and then worry about what you're doing with Kayvon.
Mike is in Bay Ridge. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
What's up?
Good.
You forgot about a dominant 48 in Mets history. He wasn't there long, and he wasn't dominant for long, but he was dominant, if you think about it. I'm a little older than you, Evan.
Go. Who are we thinking of?
Randy Myers.
Yeah. And he was traded for Johnny Franco, which is probably, at least in my mind, maybe it's my age, when I think of Randy Myers as a New York Met, that's what I think of. But he was one of the better relievers in baseball. And then after he left the Mets, he was led the league in saves like a bunch of times. Yeah. You know what the problem is, Rosie? And it's a good list because it's conversation, okay? But I'm going to criticize one little thing. When you put a dog up there, you're going to get a lot of people who say, wait a second.
Right. This guy was better than a dog.
Randy Myers wasn't better than a dog? And, he's right, because for the 3.5 years that Randy Myers was pitching out of the Met bullpen, he was awesome. And then he was a part of a famous trade in Met history because he landed us back a beloved Met, a future captain, in John Franco. And so I think that's the issue you run into. Randy Myers probably should have been on the list.
That's fair. I was also debating just capping it from 2000 and on, but then I wouldn't be able to include Fear Not the Bulldog, so I couldn't do that.
You know why I think Sean caps it with years? Sometimes you do it because, hey, we don't want to go back to the 30s and 40s. I think he caps it because he's lazy.
Well, I think it's a different reason. I think it protects him from what he misses.
Oh, right. To say, hey, I capped it. What are you talking about?
No, I didn't know about that guy.
I'm a fat moron.
Yeah, but all you got to do is
I wasn't around. But
all you got to do
I wasn't aware.
It's very easy nowadays, to go to the reference sites, baseball reference, football reference, and say, oh, here are the 48s. I can give you every 48 in Giants history.
New York Giants history.
Yeah. You want me to pull it up right now?
Go ahead.
Oh, that's the San Francisco Giants. Hold on a second. You ready? Number 48. Crap, I have to find it. I'm sorry. I'll take a call.
I'm looking at it now if you want me to tell him.
Oh, yeah, you do it then.
So
Go ahead.
Akeem Ayers, Al Brenner, Bruce Caldwell, Clarence Childs, Tanner Connor, Tay Crowder, Eddie Dove.
Tay Crowder.
Chandler Fenner, Trace Ford, Joe Heap, Kenny Hill, Justin Hollins, Ed Hughes, Darcy Johnson, Ken Johnson, Nico Johnson, Tyson Smith, Bill Stitch, Henry Stuckey, Josiah Tuafala, and Benton Whitley.
Hey, that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
There's no one on that list better than a dog.
Nobody, not one.
Not one.
Right. Tay Crowder, I remember.
I remember him, but, should he be ranked above a dog? I don't know about that. Joe in Miami has some other 48s that Rosie may have missed. What's up, Joe?
Yeah, this is Joe from Miami. Guys, Kenny Hill has to be in that top list. Super Bowl champ, biochemist. What more do you want out of a safety? Anyways, I'll hang up and listen to your comments. Thanks, guys.
The comments are Rosie got lazy.
Yeah.
Those are the comments. I'm just kidding. By the way, when we come back, why did Mike Piazza have a brutal, brutal weekend? Mike Piazza took a lot of shrapnel. We'll let you hear why coming up next, plus more of your calls at 888-808-1019. That's the toll-free number. If you've been thinking about replacing those old chilly windows and doors, now is the time. Windorama's kicking off their winter warm-up sale, and now you can save up to 40% on your installation project when you purchase and install through Windorama. 40% off, big savings, great products and brands, and expert installation. Hard to beat that. Keep the warm air in, the cold air out, and upgrade your home the right way. Visit Windorama.com or stop by one of their showrooms today. Windorama, your window and door specialist since 1977.
Kenny Hill, two-time Super Bowl champion, one for the Raiders, one with the Giants. Listen up, guys. It's time for a healthier you. My good buddy, John Gallucci Jr., CEO of JAG Physical Therapy, always tells me how important it is to focus on my biomechanical chain to reduce injuries. Now it's time for you and your loved ones to turn to JAG to get stronger and function at a higher level. The dedicated team of physical therapists at JAG Physical Therapy will develop a plan specifically for you to help prevent injuries. And if you have an existing injury, their expertise and commitment will help you get back to the life you love. Schedule your appointment today at jagpt.com. That's JAGPT.com.
The Fan Focus is sponsored by Chef IQ, Precision Cooking, Effortless Results, ChefIQ.com. Some Giants notes out of the NFL Combine from Connor Hughes of SNY. Giants are willing to move Kayvon Thibodeau and not Dexter Lawrence. Heavily involved in the running back space with Kenneth Walker and Notre Dame's Jeremiah Love are floated by Connor Hughes.
It's Boomer and Gio. Mornings on the Fan, 101.9 FM.
Will there be a team ahead of them that will be willing to trade with them so they can get one of the quarterbacks in supposedly next year's better quarterback draft?
Yeah, I think that this one, as we know, is not very deep at all, and that's why it was critical that the Jets needed to get the number 1 overall pick. They did not.
Get Boomer and Gio on demand. Available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, and the free Odyssey app.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has fans excited, saying that he's willing to, quote, bust the budget to spend in free agency to improve the team's defense. But remember a couple years ago, Jones said the Cowboys were all in on the 2024 season and then really didn't do much to improve the roster. So talk is cheap. If Jerry's able to do it, then credit to him. But I think Cowboys fans should be skeptical of what their owner is saying. I'm Nick Costos.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
DQ presents The Spicy Menu. For a limited time, try the new Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket for $6.99 with spicy, bold strips that heat you up. Served with a side of famous DQ Soft Serve as a dip to cool you down. That's right, dip those spicy chicken strips right into Soft Serve, plus fries and toast, all for just $6.99. And add a new pineapple lemonade sparkler or cooler made with tahini. It's the limited time only Spicy Menu. Get it delivered in the DQ app. Happy tastes good. Participation may vary.
I'm a 100% kind of guy, so I got Verizon Fios. It's 100% fiber internet because I do everything at 100%.
What game should we watch?
100% of them.
She hits a
Penalty kick.
out of the park!
From way downtown for a
Beautiful shot onto the green.
You either have 100% fiber internet or you don't. Get Verizon Fios. It's super fast and reliable with ultra-low lag. It's 100% or nothing. Call 1-833-VERIZON to switch today.
Go Teams!
Hey, sports fans. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. During the big games this season, toast your friends and your team with a Dew and a brew. At home or at your favorite sports bar. Because when it's game time, it's Tully time. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. 40% alcohol by volume. William Grant & Sons, New York, New York.
Brooklyn doesn't do quiet. We live loud. We play hard. Sunday, March 8th at 3 p.m., be there for Brooklyn FC's inaugural match. Professional soccer the Brooklyn way. Get your tickets now at brooklynfootballclub.com.
Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
You can swirl it, you can sip it, but the best way is to share it. Hey y'all, I'm Deanna, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You get that bold flavor of the Coke mixed with the smooth deliciousness of the vanilla ice cream. You have a juicy filet and a smooth, creamy float. It's an awesome pairing.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out in a cold sweat. No one wants to deal with the IRS, and now you don't have to. The good news is Legal Tax Defense has been successfully negotiating with the IRS for more than 15 years. It doesn't matter how much you owe, whether it's $5,000 or $5 million. You deserve the best in the business on your side, and that is Legal Tax Defense. Even if you're working with someone else and just want a second opinion, there is no cost or obligation to call. They can prevent levies, liens, wage garnishments, even file back tax returns. And the best news about Legal Tax Defense is they won't take your case unless they know they will reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call Legal Tax Defense right now for a free no-risk consultation. 800-323-8922. 800-323-8922. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. 800-323-8922.
College basketball is nonstop. Big games, tight spreads, momentum swings every night. And now FanDuel is giving you a way to turn that energy into even bigger wins with College Basketball Parlay Profit Boost. Here's how it works. Build any college hoops parlay you like. The early tip, the rivalry game, the ranked matchup, the late night West Coast shootout, mixed spreads, totals, props, whatever fits your read on the slate. Just apply your profit boost and instantly bump up the potential payout. Go safe. Go spicy. Go with your team that you've been following all season long. It's your parlay, your style. Head to FanDuel.com/New York to get started. FanDuel, play your game. We love the app around here. It's safe and secure, and when you win, you do get paid instantly. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of WFAN.
21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Minimum 2-leg parlay required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable Boost Builder tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amounts. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
We're your official station to talk Yankees and Mets. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
I came across something over the weekend. I need to play for you. I need to play for the audience. I guess I discovered it while what they call doom scrolling. When you're on Twitter and there's videos, then you keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. So I was trying to recover. My back has obviously been an issue. I was stretched out on the grass in 85-degree weather. And I'm like, all right, no one wants to talk to me anymore. I've already talked to my sister, my parents. My wife is in the pool.
Okay.
So I'm just going to doom scroll. And I came across a video of Shia LaBeouf just going to town on Mike Piazza. Are you ready for this?
No.
So Shia LaBeouf, who
I didn't see this.
I have to admit, I'm not that familiar with him. He's an actor. He's like a crazy actor. Is that his reputation? He was a child actor, and then he was in like the Avengers and all that kind of crap.
Oh, wait. Wasn't he? Was this in New Orleans?
It's that guy. Yes, I think it's Shia LaBeouf. But
is that how you say his name? Shia LaBeouf?
I think it might be. I think he got arrested on Bourbon Street.
Oh, this weekend, yeah.
Or a few weekends ago.
Okay, yeah. Right. I'm just not familiar with his work, but I know he's famous because I've heard the name. So when I hear Shia LaBeouf, I'm like, oh, I've heard of that guy. So Shia LaBeouf was telling a story about growing up in Los Angeles and trying to get Mike Piazza's autograph. So, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Shia LaBeouf going to town on one of the all-time great baseball players, Mike Piazza.
I remember trying to get Mike Piazza's autograph, motherfucker. You know what I mean? For my whole life, Mike Piazza.
Were you waiting outside the fence?
Every day, this guy, bro. We used to go to these Dodger games. Big Brothers program used to give these tickets out. You go fucking Dodger game. Me and all of them dudes would be sitting in the parking lot. Brent Butler always signed. Hideo Nomo always signed. Mike Piazza.
Just a cold heart.
Mike Piazza, you're a bro.
How many times do you think he rejected signing up?
Every day, bro. I used to go out there 90 times probably. Rejected me 90 times. So what it did was, I'm going to sign them all. So when I got on, it was like, yo, Mike Piazza.
So you don't turn down any pictures?
Never.
How about that?
Wow. So that's why he never turns down signing autographs? It's because of Mike Piazza.
Because of Mike Piazza. So you could actually argue Mike Piazza actually did a good thing. Because think about that little kid that wouldn't have got an autograph of Shia LaBeouf if it wasn't for Mike Piazza rejecting him 90 times.
Right. Huh. Interesting. Who knew Mike Piazza was such a jerk with kids?
I kind of heard that before.
Really?
That he was, not that he's a jerk, that he just wouldn't sign. Like, it's not as if, what I had heard about Mike, not that Mike Piazza would go to 9-year-old Shia LaBeouf and say, go bleep yourself.
Right.
Is that he would just ignore him. Like, you'd go ask for the autograph and Mike would go about his business. So he was always a tough sign.
Right.
He wasn't cursing people out. He just didn't sign.
That's not nice.
But Brett Butler signed. Hideo Nomo signed. But not Mike Piazza.
Huh. I feel bad for Shea. Do you think that's why he's damaged right now?
Yeah, I think Mike Piazza
damaged him because he used to go to all of these games and want his hero to, I don't know, give him some kind of attention or validation, and he never did it.
Well, I'm curious, like, what side are you on? Because you're also an athlete that you're going to work, man, and you're leaving work. Yeah. And if you sign
I never cared. I always signed.
Every kid's autograph?
This happens almost every game I go to. Giant game. Guys out there, they want cards signed. I mean, why not?
Okay, so nowadays I think it's different because you also know, hey,
but even when I was playing,
so when you were a player and you were leaving
guys
a
would
game,
come. They would come stand at the fence because the old Giant Stadium. We'd walk up the tunnel out of because we were underground basically where our locker room was. You'd walk up the tunnel. You're finally in daylight, and there'd be people standing around the fence, and you just like your cars are parked in the fence. You could drive out. You just sign stuff.
Are you telling me that if I asked the audience, is there anyone out there who got rebuffed by Tiki Barber for an autograph?
You're going to be hard pressed to find someone who I said no to.
Okay, so it'd have to be like a very random occurrence.
Right.
All right. Challenge is on, ladies and gentlemen. Did Tiki Barber ever tell you to go bleep yourself and not sign an autograph?
Never.
The way Mike Piazza did to Shia LaBeouf? By the way, if you're Mike Piazza, do you feel like you need to do something about this? Because your name is being sullied right now.
Is it sullied or is this who he is? That's just who he is, right?
Yeah, but he's older now.
Okay.
Do you think now? I think Mike
still did it.
That's true. Mike has 3 options. Number 1, ignore it. Number 2, come out and say it's not true. Or number 3, and this is what I would do: send Shia LaBeouf a signed autograph.
That's exactly what I would do.
That's what he should do.
100%. I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd send him more than a signed autograph. I'd send him like an autograph, a baseball, a glove, like all that stuff.
Yes.
Make a shrine. There you go.
That's what you do.
And now all of a sudden he could say, Mike Piazza's a hell of a dude.
That's what Mike Piazza should do. Unless Mike hears the clip and he's so offended by all the F-bombs that were dropped. And he's like, screw this guy.
Yeah, there were a lot of F-bombs in that one.
I'm not sending him an autograph. Let's get back to your calls. 888-808-1019, the number. Mike is in New Rochelle. Good afternoon, Mike.
Hey, welcome back, Ev. Missed you, man. Welcome back from
down in Florida.
Appreciate
Tiki, what's going on?
What's up, dude?
1998, courtside, Madison Square Garden. I was with LaBeouf, and we asked you for an autograph, and you walked away from it. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say. You know that ain't true because I didn't go to them damn Knicks games.
That's where the story went wrong right there. You're funny.
The key to getting an autograph from Tiki back then and now is if you just want to talk science. He'll talk whatever he's doing.
Exactly.
Utah, dipping in the Yukon, you know what I'm saying? But
no doubt. No doubt. You nailed it, Mike.
Oh yeah. Mr. Cosmo's right here. Oh yeah, I had to rip into him on Friday where you were gone. Anyway. All right, so I wanted to talk Giants, but real quick, since Ed is back, Morabito, Topman, Myers, they're all looking really good. Benj is looking fantastic, but let's see if it keeps going. But I thought last year, I thought it should have happened, but I think the best time to get rid of Lawrence would have been last year. You know, I mean, I sound like a traitor. I'm a Giants fan,
right?
But just hear me out. You know what I'm saying? He's getting older. You know, he's getting bigger. You know what I mean? Like, I know he's a big guy, but look what he's done since Devin Williams has gone. Nothing. Bro.
But you know what? Maybe the best time to move him is now, because if there are big offers for him, and the report we read earlier from Connor Hughes, and I believe he's reporting because he's a great reporter, but I believe it's sometimes things are put out for a reason, is that the Giants have no intention of trading Dexter Lawrence. They need to be blown away, which also sounds like code for, hey, make us a big offer.
Right.
Blow us away, please. But I wonder, what would you be able to get for Dexter Lawrence on the open market right now, considering he is coming off what for him would be a disappointing season?
Yeah, but he's still, I think, viewed in league circles as a top-end D tackle. So you're not getting a 1.
Why? The Jets got 1 for Quinnen. I mean, they got a 1 and a 2 for Quinnen.
Yeah, but that was a desperation overpay.
Okay, so you're saying that there isn't a Dallas Cowboy out there.
Think about where the Cowboys were last year.
Yeah.
They were one of the best offenses in the NFL. Dak Prescott I think he led the league in total in passing yards. So they're desperate to make the playoffs by solidifying their defense right now.
Right.
So you had to overpay for it.
I made a mistake because earlier I dared people to call up and tell me stories of Tiki not giving them autographs. And, of course, the opposite was going to occur. We're going to get stories about
That's because I never say no.
Tiki did this, Tiki did that. So let me let this guy jump the line because Tiki is going to get, bombarded with wonderful stories. Neil in East Brunswick, go ahead. How did Tiki turn you down?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
All's good.
So I was a student at St. Joe's, and it was 2007. Tiki just started, reporting for CBS.
No,
Came
NBC.
and did a story there.
NBC.
NBC.
Right.
Sorry. And I saw you on the field giving an interview, and I said, Tiki, I absolutely love you. You need to give me 15 minutes to run back to my dorm, get your jersey, which I had in my dorm, and bring it back. And you were so gracious. You waited around probably 20 minutes for me to run to my dorm, grab my jersey, and come back, autographed it, and took a picture with me.
There you go, Evan. Hey, it's Tiki Barber. There you go, Evan.
I knew this was going to happen.
There you go.
There's no example of Tiki Barber pulling a Mike Piazza.
Especially not at Albany. Training camp, because I was bored. I was like, let me meet some people. I'm still friends with a lot of them.
What else am I going to do?
I'm honest. What else am I going to do?
No, it's fair.
You got like 3 hours to do nothing.
That's fair.
It's a waste of your day to sleep.
That is fair.
Aaron Glenn.
The only time I've ever turned down an autograph, that is not true because he did not sleep. It's not like I get bombarded with autograph requests, but the one time I have turned it down is if an inning is about to start at a Met game. And I got to score the game. And I'll always say, come back next inning.
Yeah.
I don't say no.
Right.
I just say, look, I got to fill out this box score right here.
Right.
I got to do it. By the way, I screwed up so badly.
What do you mean? On vacation?
No, it involves you. Last year, and I don't know why. I do not know why. Tiki and I made some kind of bet, and he bought me a Bob Carpenter scorebook.
Yes.
So I said, great, I'll use this for 2026. I totally spaced out over the weekend, and I bought myself a Bob Carpenter scorebook.
So now you have an extra one.
So I have an extra one. So in honor of you,
and by the way, those things take a while to fill.
No, I know. I understand. So I I'll use yours for 26.
Okay.
And then the extra one I'll wait for 2027, even though there won't be a season in 2027.
That's true.
So
So
I
you'll
guess
just be rescoring old games.
Yeah, oh, dude, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do.
See if you do it differently.
Well, that's the question. Like, if I rescore an old game, am I scoring a game I've already scored, or do I go back further and find a game I did not score? I find those
That's
to be
what
fun.
you should do.
Yeah.
That's what you should do.
Like, I did a Rico rewatchable a few months ago, or a few weeks ago, the 9/11 game, the return of baseball where Piazza hit the home run. I didn't score that game.
Well, just go score games of old like players that you liked, but you weren't a fan of their teams.
Oh, so a non-Met game?
A non-Met game.
What kind of loser do you think I am?
That kind of loser.
I'm going to score a non-Met. Okay.
Or guys you hate. Like, who's your Chipper Jones? Go find a Chipper Jones game.
No.
And score it.
Absolutely
and see what your emotions. See if you get so pissed off that you burn your book.
Let's go to Matt in Hillsborough. Hey, Matt.
Hey, guys. So, real quick. So, one, my wife and I met Tiki on the High Line in New York. He was super nice. But in hindsight, it could have been Rondi because he was wearing a Giants jersey, which seemed very weird.
It probably was. If it was a Giants jersey, it was Rondi.
No, what was you? You were so nice. But Evan, you don't foghorn something in. You either shoehorn or crowbar it in.
Yeah, that was an idiom. I've whipped
idiots with idioms.
I've whipped out a few idiots with idioms in my return on Monday.
All right.
Because early in the show, I couldn't remember PTSD for like 65 seconds.
That's because you probably have some PTSD yourself.
I certainly do. I'm going to find out how much Tiki likes me right now.
Why?
My back is, starting to ache up a little bit. I've had a good day today. And one of the things that helps is putting this icy patch on. But my back pain starts at my ass. So are you comfortable putting a patch on my ass?
Sure.
Okay.
You want to do it now? Where is it?
What the hell was that?
Where is it?
It's in my bag. I'll have to do it during the next commercial.
Right.
Do you want me to do it on YouTube? Would people want to watch
Yeah, of course
Tiki
they
putting a
would.
patch on my ass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is it? Rosie, go get it. Go get it out of his bag. Well,
Where's
you
your
can.
bag, Evan?
My bag is in the office, the shared office, the black rolly bag.
Yes.
Which is probably on a desk right now.
Right. We'll be okay for like 3 minutes.
I'll wheel it in there for you.
Yeah, wheel it in for me, and Tiki will show everybody how much he loves me by putting a patch on my tuchus.
It's pain management.
I appreciate it. It's not like, look, the lower back pain.
Yeah.
Like, it's just you
Right.
got to cover a little bit of the derriere. And I think I'm okay with it because once I started going to physical
Does
therapy.
it really work?
Yes. Wow, that was quick.
Dude.
How the hell did you get it that quick? Did someone bring it out for you?
You went through a wormhole?
Let me show you what I got
All right.
here. And by the way, it
Let me
does
have
work
this thing.
because I've tried it a few times and I think I forgot that. No, the pads are right here. This is the one. BioFreeze Cool the Pain. Here, you open it. All right.
BioFreeze extra large patch. Methyl pain relieving patch.
All right, go ahead.
Where are you putting it?
There goes Tiki.
Down, not the rabbit hole.
There goes Tiki.
I mean, you can kind of see my butt a little bit, but just right over here, right above my butt. Yeah, take the sticky thing off and then put the wet stuff right there. Got a rabbit hole. All right, he's taking it off. You got to stick it right there, and then it comes back up on my butt. Tiki's
Your
really,
sister's ass.
This is uncomfortable for him, but he's doing. Oh, look at that. Thank you. Feels good. Thank you. It's not uncomfortable putting this on my butt. Like you can see my, Oh, Reese's peanut butter cup. Holy God. Thank you. Oh, thank you. All right. Tiki does love me.
There you go.
I don't believe anybody else I worked with would have done that. Like Joe would have been like, bro, I love you.
Oh, hell no. Go figure it out yourself in the bathroom.
Bro, I just get. And Craig, no way. So thank you.
I can't take it.
And don't touch your junk afterwards because there's methyl on it.
Makes me think that you've done this before.
I mean, there are kids that play sports.
That is true. That is true. Well, thank you very much. Tiki has proven that he loves me. Let's go to Joe in Jersey City. Hey, Joe.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing today?
All's good.
Good, man.
Hey, man, I wanted to talk to all the Giants fans that's trying to solve the Jets' problems here by solving the Giants' problems real quickly. So, how many games did Lamar Jackson miss due to injury under John Harbaugh?
I looked at this the other day. I want to say it was like 12 or something like that.
It was multiple.
It was multiple
games over multiple years.
It was
though.
multiple games over multiple years. Yes, you're correct.
And he didn't have any head injuries, correct?
No head injuries. It was all soft tissue stuff. Maybe one was a wrist or an ankle or something like that.
Yeah, so before we put the Jets in the Canadian Football League, why don't we see if Jackson Dart can make it through the next couple of years without any actual athletic quarterback injuries and head injuries?
Yeah,
on top of Willie Willis as
he
well.
only had one concussion. That keeps getting
He was in the
brought
blue
up.
tent every game, no? Was he in the blue tent every game?
He was.
Yes, he was in the blue tent every game or most games because he would take these massive shots. He was diagnosed with one concussion.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in the tent 8 times. And so, but one concussion, what does that tell you?
Well, here's what
It tells you they're being overly cautious with a young quarterback.
Yes, here's what I would say to be fair about Jackson Dart, because I think both of your points are correct.
Yeah.
Right? I think that there is reason to be concerned about his health because of the way he plays the game. He plays the game in a very reckless way. And I remember we talked about that before his first injury.
Right.
Like, I remember after one game, I said that to you, and I was very cautious because I knew it would offend Giant fans. And I'm like, hey, kid looks great, but, he's got to smarten up. And you defended. You said, like, Evan, I don't think it's reckless. I said, okay, I think it's reckless.
Right.
I still think it's reckless. And that
But you got to learn.
I agree.
You have to learn. Even for I remember me getting how do I take hits? Because in college, you didn't even worry about hits in college because most of them weren't hard. And in the NFL, I got knocked. Toby Wright knocked me out. I'll never forget this. Well, I did forget it because I was unconscious. But Toby Wright knocked me unconscious. From that moment on, it was like, all right, I got to see safeties. I got to know where the safety is. And over time, you learn.
Well, let's see him do that. I think that's the fair critique.
I agree.
I think we're over. Sometimes we give facts, but they're misleading.
Yes.
Yes, he was in the tent a bunch of times.
Right.
He suffered one concussion, but he still suffered a concussion, which is a thing. So I think we over-exaggerated by saying how many times he was in the tent.
Yeah.
But then we under-exaggerated by saying,
Yes.
he had a concussion. He missed time.
He missed 2 games.
Okay.
And it was probably because of excess caution. But he was diagnosed with one concussion. Nobody says that. They only say, well, he's in the blue tent 7 times.
Totally get that.
So
I'm not ready to do it yet. I was pondering. That's why I paused. Is March 2nd the day to do it? Probably not. But one of the long-term predictions I definitely want to do is just simply how many games does he play next year? Very simple question. But
that's a good one.
It's a great question.
That's a good question. I got to think about it.
Yeah, and a part of me wants to do it this week with Sean out because it's one of those predictions he will be so pissed that he doesn't get to be a part of.
I'm a fat moron.
So that would bother him, especially come December when we play it and it's me, you, and Rosenberg giving our predictions. And Sean's like, I was going to say something.
I'm a fat
That's
moron.
what I would have said. Yeah. But that is a fair wonder about how many games he'll play. Speaking of quarterbacks, the oddest thing that was said to Fernando Mendoza at the Combine, we'll take a listen to that coming up next. Plus more of your calls at 888-808-1019. Evan and Tiki till 2 this afternoon.
When the bullpen door opens, when the bracket busts, when the pick is in, and when news breaks in New York sports, there is only one place for the true diehards. 1019 FM WFAN. And always streaming live on the iHeartRadio, TuneIn, and Odyssey apps.
I'm Pat Will here to help you get the Rockets pay a visit to the lowly tanking Wizards in D.C., and Houston should be able to put up points in bunches. The Wizards have continued to sit most of their best players. Even the ones that are playing, they limit them to about 20 minutes a game. Also, the Wizards are 29th in defensive rating over the last 15 games, and they play at the 3rd fastest pace in the league. So offense should come easy for Houston. I'm going over on the Rockets' team total points. I'm Pat Will. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Take the guesswork out of cooking, folks. The Chef IQ senses a must-have wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or over cooking chicken, fish, or steak. Order the newly released 3rd-generation Chef IQ Sense at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
It's Dunkin's World, and you're living in it, which means breakfast is easy and costs $5 with Dunkin's $5 meal deal. You get 6 crispy hash browns, a wake-up wrap, and a medium hot or iced coffee, Whatever your mood calls for. Bring your friend, your brother, your mother, your cousin, or just bring yourself. Because at Dunkin', they make deals for everyone. Get Dunkin's $5 meal deal only at Dunkin'. No substitutions, participations and times may vary. Offer prices varies in California and Hawaii. Limited time offer cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions and terms apply.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-4094. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-4094. That's 800-575-4094. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing. Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom! That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from,
we can be twinsies,
to,
how was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom.
Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Too many tools, too much stress, and way too many bills.
Odoo replaces it all. One connected platform for every part of your business, so you can work faster, smarter, and for less. Odoo, the only software you'll ever need. Try it free today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Hey, Metro New York. Ready for real savings? Switch to Allstate today. Because drivers who switched saved an average of $713 on their auto insurance. So, what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for an auto insurance quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. Based on the national average annual savings for new customers surveyed in 2024, savings vary, subject to terms and availability.
Wendy's has a new Girl Scout Thin Mints Frosty Fusion with Girl Scout Thin Mints cookie pieces, rich creamy frosty, and a mint chocolate cookie sauce. Which means Girl Scout Thin Mints and Wendy's Frosty, yeah, they're basically best friends now. It's like two delicious desserts just high-fived, snapped a few too many friendship selfies, and then rode a tandem bike down a never-ending road of mint chocolate frosty perfection. So, swing by Wendy's and try the new Thin Mints Frosty Fusion.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
RU fans, it's basketball season. Make sure you catch all of the Scarlet Knights hardwood action this season on WFAN. Scarlet Knights basketball is presented by RWJ Barnabas Health, the official healthcare provider of Rutgers Athletics. Let's be healthy together.
Town Fair Tire has the area's largest selection of Toyo tires. Sells them all at the guaranteed lowest price, offers more free services for life than anywhere else, and Town Fair has well over 100 locations throughout New England and New York. The area's largest inventory of Toyo tires at the guaranteed lowest price, more locations, and the most free services for life. So for your next set of Toyo tires, remember, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody!
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Slater Schulman, 488 Madison Avenue, New York, New York. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Attention former students of K-12 schools in New York City. If you were sexually assaulted as a student by a sexual predator teacher, principal, coach, or any other New York City school employee, you may be entitled to substantial compensation, even if it happened decades ago. The new city GMVA law temporarily removes the time restrictions to take legal action. If you were subjected to any form of sexual misconduct by a teacher, coach, or other school staff member at any public or private school, call 800-958-0897. to seek justice and compensation. Our attorneys may be able to hold the school accountable and get you the financial settlement you deserve. But hurry, there is a deadline to file your case. Call our law firm's 100% confidential New York City sexual abuse helpline at 800-958-0897 to see if you are eligible to seek justice and financial compensation. Call right now, 800-958-0897. That's 800-958-0897.
Get connected with WFAN to talk about your favorite teams. The Fan on the Odyssey, iHeart, and TuneIn apps.
If there's any part of the show you missed, very simple, you can rewind it on the free Odyssey app or on YouTube. Our entire show is on YouTube. I don't know if you were able to see my derriere before, but Tiki did apply this wonderful icy patch to my lower back, and I must say it feels great.
Nice.
At the Combine over the weekend, Fernando Mendoza was there. He was there. He didn't work out. I know he stretched a little bit. He did interviews. He was there, kind of.
Didn't he throw a little? No, he didn't. That was Ty Simpson I saw.
Yeah, and Ty Simpson had a great Combine. Like, based on just the things he said, like he apparently wants to be a New York Jet, which is nice.
I love the Jets.
And just, it feels like Ty Simpson's stock has gone up.
Yes.
And it feels like
he solidified himself as the guy to take at quarterback after Fernando Mendoza.
1,000%. And I also feel, and this is a negative what I'm about to say, negative for me as a Jet fan if you want him, I think he goes before 16 now. Like, I think he's actually going to be drafted before the Jets make their second first-round pick. So it's a complicated discussion we'll get into as the week goes on. But Fernando Mendoza was asked about the weirdest question that was asked of him, and it was more a comment that was said to him.
Hey, maybe you should get arrested. And I was like, I was a little confused, but then I was like, the slide. So hopefully I don't get arrested.
I don't get that one.
So you can slide in the draft.
Can you tell us who said that?
It was not one of the teams I had a formal interview with, so I'm not gonna. I don't want to expose the team.
I hope you
so
get
it wasn't
arrested.
What he means is it wasn't in a formal interview where he's sitting down and they were trying to dig into his mindset and his process and how he reads defenses and looks at things. It was some dude who probably had I don't know, let's call it a New York Jets jersey on. Walking by.
No, he said, well, I took that differently. It's a team.
Okay, so I'm going to say.
It was a team.
I know, but it was like some dude from that team that was like, hey, man, why don't you get arrested so we can draft you? Type of thing.
You know who
I don't know who it would be.
No, I got the guy.
Browns?
I got the guy. No, because the Browns, if I'm not mistaken, pick at 6, so they could meet him. They could talk to him. That's way too. It has to be a team out of the top 10. I believe it was Jerry Jones. That's a Jerry Jones line.
No.
I hope you get arrested.
No.
No.
Because he's all in on Dak, and he should be.
Yeah, but he's
got his guy.
He's
you know what it was?
Go ahead.
Steelers.
Oh, I can see that. Who from the Steelers is saying that, though? They're such a buttoned-up organization.
It's just some scout.
All right. They're picking 21. Could you see Howie Roseman saying that?
No. No.
Can't wait to get rid of this Jalen Hurts. Please get arrested.
He's
Fernando.
got Tanner McKee, so you don't need to.
Is there anything that could happen that could get Mendoza to drop out of one? Like, I'm still holding out hope that the Raiders decide not to draft him, and I'm just kind of
go through medical, and he has a torn labrum.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen.
Exactly. Yeah, he would not have won a national championship a month and a half ago.
Yeah, it just feels like it's a fait accompli that he's going to be drafted by the Raiders. But I
would agree.
I hope they have a change of heart because I just think in a lot of ways he's perfect for the New York Jets. But it's not going to happen.
The Jets hate me. You know they can't stand me over there.
No, I know. They can't hate. They don't like any of us at this point. 888-808-1019. Ryan is in Jersey City. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, guys. Great show as always. How's everybody?
All's good, man.
What's up?
Hey, Evan, I just want to do a couple things, but, hopefully rewinding on the Odyssey app, so it was early in the show, but there's no way you're still defending Aaron Glenn not sleeping at the Combine.
Of course I am. He wasn't sleeping at the Combine. I may not like Aaron Glenn as a
he
head
woke
coach,
up
but
startled.
Come on.
Yeah, that's startled when you're, dozing off in class. And,
Ryan, that's the biggest. That was the biggest tell, Ryan.
Well, can't you be startled by things other than waking up, like an alarm bell going off?
That's when you're in class and you're about to doze off into a dream and a football's about to hit you in the face and you wake up suddenly, and that's what that gave.
Right.
So
I just don't.
There's no defending Aaron. He was sleeping 100%.
I mean, I know I'm taking a beating. I'm taking a beating for this, but I just respectfully disagree with all of you. Like, I don't know why. And I really believe that it's the person that leads you to think this. Like, if John Harbaugh was in the same video or same image, and Tiki said earlier it would just be talked about differently, which I agree with, but I also don't think it would be reported the same way.
Right.
It would just be...
It'd be like, yeah, he's earned his sleep. Yeah, he could sleep. He's done a lot of great work. He's tired.
Sean Morash is some kind of hypocrite, I'll tell you.
I'm a fat moron.
He goes on Twitter, I think yesterday, and says, hey, I'm going on vacation. I'm going to spend some time with my family. I'm going to Disney World. I'm going to try to get away from, like, tweeting about sports.
Yeah.
He just texted us.
What did he say?
In the middle of I can't even read it because it's private stuff about the Rangers. He's got, like, inside stuff about the Rangers, which I don't know if he's ready to go to air with. We know Sean breaks news every once in a while. And I'm like, can't you take a break from sports? You're on vacation. Did I text you guys while I was away?
No.
I took a break. I mean, I took like a mental vacation. And this guy's writing about, I can't believe what they said about this guy and that guy.
Well, he can't get away. He can't help it.
I know. It's all Ranger stuff, too.
I think
scandalous.
I think the Rangers are the team he cares the most about.
No. You think so?
It's the one he gets most emotional about.
The Rangers?
The Rangers.
I still think it's the Giants.
I don't know, man. I think he's beaten down by the Giants.
So
maybe it'll starting to come back.
Yeah,
because we're at least on the verge of being somewhat competent and good.
Yeah,
I think the Rangers, because they were right where they were 2 years ago, and now they're crap. That he's emotional about it.
You may be right. All I know is that Sean needs to take a mental break from sports.
You bald bitch. I think DeVito might be the answer.
I just, take a deep breath. By the way, I don't know if this is
He's not down there for a mental break. He's down there for his kids.
That's true. I don't know if this counts yet. So on Fridays, if there's enough crazy opinions, we have a brand new segment on Evan and Tiki called, what's it called again?
I forget.
What's up, bro? Or something like that.
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Forgot the name of it already.
Yeah, because we only did it once.
We only did it once, and there were no crazy opinions over the last 2 weeks, but I heard one over the weekend that may qualify, but you got to tell me if it qualifies.
All right, go ahead.
It's about the Jets.
Okay.
And it's from my guy, Pete Hoffman.
Hoffy?
That they have to sign Tommy DeVito.
What?
Yeah. They have to go out and get Tommy DeVito.
The Jets are a sewer.
Yeah, that's got to make it.
You think that's up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Love Tommy.
I'll write that one down.
Great dude. He's a backup.
Yeah. So, Hoff, you may make the list.
Real quick, the Fan Focus, sponsored by Chef IQ, precision cooking, effortless results, chefiq.com. The Rangers, Sean's Rangers, are home against the Columbus Blue Jackets tonight at the Garden. Puck drops 7 p.m. Trade deadline Friday at 3 p.m. We expect Vincent Trocheck to be moved. Will the Rangers get a lot for the center?
Yeah, we got a busy week because you've got the franchise tag deadline tomorrow, and that obviously involves the Jets and Breece Hall, and if they're going to work out a long-term contract or if they're going to transition tag him or not.
No Giants.
No Giants, yeah. And then the NHL trade deadline is coming up Friday at 4 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. 3 o'clock? They go a little 3 o'clock action? All right. It's so crazy how the NHL trade deadline is a month after the NBA trade deadline.
Yeah.
Like for two sports that almost mirror each other schedule-wise,
right?
Big difference when it comes to the trades. Let's go to Mike in Springfield, Connecticut. Hey, Mike. Hello,
Hey,
Mike.
what's going on, guys? I'm so glad I wasn't the last one to the first caller to follow up ass patch. Evan, as a Mets historian, you are the Mets historian. There's one number 48 for the Mets who's way better than any dog in a dog show. Even though he was a one-year wonder, the late Randy Tate. I don't know if you ever remember that name.
No,
Pitched
not that
1 year for the
familiar.
Mets.
Randy
He
Pate.
Randy Tate, T-A-T. Pitched 1 year for
Tate.
the
I
Mets.
thought you said Pate for some reason.
Tate,
Okay.
yeah. No, Tate. He broke this 14-year-old Phillies fan's heart in 1975. He finished 5-13, but he beat Steve Carlton on a rainy Saturday afternoon in late June. And that's all I can remember.
I got to tell you, this is a tough one. You're talking
Why?
about a pitcher from 1975 who pitched one season for the Mets and saying that's an all-time 48. That's better than a dog. I'm not sure if that's better than a dog.
The dog might have that one.
Yeah. Pitched one season.
Right.
By the way, I've got breaking news. I mentioned to you earlier that it kind of bothered me that Craig, who's coming on in 25 minutes, always loves to say, I called the Jets. I
Yes.
asked the Jets. And the Jets said, no, Woody Johnson isn't fondling with the team. So obviously it's true. You guys are all wrong. Why won't you call the Jets about the Aaron Glenn video? Well, according to Zach Rosenblatt, a Jets source has refuted that Aaron Glenn fell asleep at the combine.
What was he doing?
Team sources insist that Glenn was looking down at a tablet, not resting his eyes.
Huh.
So It's odd to me that we trust the Jets here, but we don't trust them there.
Were they there?
Was who there?
The team representative, whoever.
Was the team representative there when Woody Johnson was fondling with Aaron Glenn's coaching staff? I mean, I'm just playing the same game. That's all. But be consistent about it. That's all.
I just want but it's different when.
Why is it different?
Because when you're suggesting that Woody Johnson had input on who Aaron Glenn was hiring or not hiring or what role he was taking on, that's somebody knowing and telling you. When someone's asleep, you have to have witnessed it.
I know.
You had to have seen it. It's not because you're not going to trust Aaron Glenn.
I know. I'm just busting his balls because I called the Jets. Okay, call the Jets. He didn't sleep. And I agree with the Jets, and I have no reason to agree with the Jets. By the way, my youngest son is so excited for this football season.
Why?
Because he had fun.
The
cookies.
Yeah. Spence is great.
Yeah, he just can't wait for the season to
He
start.
loves football.
He loves it, which is why, I kind of hope they get Kyler Murray. It'd just be more exciting.
I got to tell you, if anything, that's what it would be.
It'd be exciting.
It would be good. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes yes, because he is awesome, by the way. But it would be exciting. It would not be. Let's get the hell out of here.
No, I know
he's fun to watch,
and
Kyler.
that's not a good rationale. Like I admit, I think more long term than my 5-year-old will have fun at Jet games. Like that's not exactly the smartest opinion to have, and I know that because I want to build something sustainable and long term. I'm just being honest that there is something fun about Kyler Murray.
No doubt about it, and because he's a ridiculous athlete, and he's got a lot of natural talent. The challenge is that one, he's small. And then 2, does he care?
Yeah, well, that's a big one.
Well, now, but this is a testing point.
Yeah.
If he gets cut, which I think is going to happen, it's like, dude, your career is now, what are you going to be? A regular starter in the league? Or are you just going to be that guy who could have been?
Bleeper, get off the pot time, as the kids say.
Yes.
AJ in Eastchester. Hey, AJ.
What's going on, gentlemen? How are we doing today?
All's well.
Good. What's up?
Good. I'd like to join the list of people who actually thrown flowers at Tiki Barber. Tiki, I don't know if you remember when you were partnered up with BT. I'm friends with Hoff, so obviously from Eastchester.
Right.
So we met at the judges' chambers.
Yes.
We also met at Red.
Right.
And at the Yankee game in particular, and I think it needs to be noted that he stayed the entire 9 innings, boys. He didn't leave early. He was there the entire time.
I only leave when I'm with Evan because I want to go to the Cadillac Club.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll tell you what, he every inning, maybe every pitch, somebody came up to this man and had, they were just throwing love at him, and he did not say no to a single person. And I remember towards the end while we were walking out, I had to lean over to Tiki, and I said, Tiki, it's a full-time job being you, huh? He goes, man, yes. He goes, it kind of is, but I love it, man. I love the people, and I love New York. And
let me actually, not rip Tiki, but he's at a Yankee game. He's bored.
Stop.
He figures this is...
That game, who were they playing?
Yeah, you don't even know who they were playing.
Because it was a Rose Arena in right field.
Oh, Tampa Bay.
So
because it was a few years ago. It was Tampa
it was
Bay.
Tampa. Yeah, it was Tampa. And so I remember looking at him saying, Randy Rosarina wants to be a Yankee.
That's what you came up with?
Yes. Because it was like he kept throwing the balls up there, kept having conversations with people, like, oh, throw it down, I'll sign it. Like all this stuff going on. And like this dude he's playing to the crowd. He's trying to be a Yankee. Obviously, he's not.
He's not.
But
so you turned out to be wrong about that.
Yeah, I did.
It's okay.
But I think it doesn't. I mean, I could be right. He could have wanted
eventually,
to be.
Yeah, and eventually he may be.
He could have wanted to be.
Richie's in Queens. Hey, Richie.
Hey, Richie.
Hey, guys. Hey, yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your back. Yeah, I remember I called you 19 years ago when you turned 24. And you're going to be what, 43?
I know. I didn't have a back issue then. I was all healthy back then.
But you gotta work on it, and Tiki will know with the heat and everything that's got to be done in the cold. And I don't know if you go to a chiropractor. I've had some back issues. I'm 78, but thank God, things are much better the last 5 years, and I'm really diligent.
I'm glad to hear, man.
Quite a bit.
Good to hear.
So it's really important. But I know how much you're into your baseball, Ev, so good luck with that. Hey, I've taken a lot of, I've gotten autographs through the years, but Tiki and Ev, I worked on the Florida Exchange, and I got to meet all the celebrities that came down.
Right.
And I got so many great pictures of all the golfers. Ernie Johnson, Barkley, Kenny Chet, Cliff Floyd, all these guys that came down, Bernie, Bernie Williams, who was just tremendous. And you could tell that they wanted to be, I would give them 10 minutes of my time to explain the market, explain what's going on in the New York Stock Exchange.
Right.
99% were appreciative. So, but you can feel after a while, I think it's kind of ending. And I got a great picture with Ev. Ev, you remember we met at Reds a couple of years ago?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Ev, I don't know if you ever told Tiki the story. Tiki, real quick, we're throwing the football into little slots.
Okay.
I'm 77 at the time. Evan turns to me and says, Rich, because I hit all the targets. He says, if you want to impress me, throw it to the 50-point one. And I don't know, Ev, you got to back me on this.
Yeah.
I stepped back and I threw a 20-yard rope right through there. And the guys were great. They bought me lunch and everything.
I mean, you earned lunch after that.
Yeah, I challenged you. I challenged it and you answered. It was very impressive.
I don't think I could do that.
Oh, yes, you can.
From how long? How far?
I think it was like 25 yards. No, it wasn't 20 yards. It was like 20 feet. It wasn't that far.
Right.
It was Reds. We were just like playing that game.
Right, in the parking lot.
Yeah. I think you could. I've seen you throw a football.
Right.
I mean...
But I know, but you said 25 yards accurately. That's rough. That's a throw.
I don't know if it was 25.
It was probably 20 feet. You're probably
I don't want to rain on Richie's story because he did make the throw, and that's all that matters.
Right.
But I'm not sure.
Well, you challenged him, and he stepped up and fulfilled the challenge.
Absolutely. That's
Good
what
for
I
Richie.
do. I challenge and people answer. Like I challenged you earlier to put that icy cool on my tuchus.
There you go.
And you did. You answered the call. Patrick's on Long Island. Hey, Patrick.
What's up, Patrick?
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. I feel like I had to call to defend Mike Piazza because when me and my family met him back in the day, he could not have been more generous. It was a rain-out game at Shea Stadium, probably 1999 or 2000, and Mike Piazza was walking back from the outfield to the dugout, and he stopped to sign autographs for me and my sister. He signed 2 baseballs, a hat, a glove, a program, pretty much everything we had.
See? What year was that, by the way?
It had to have been 99 or 2000. Bobby Valentine was there. He came over to hang out with us.
The height of his stardom, so you can't even say, it was the end of his career. You know what that shows you? Some guys have good days and they have bad days.
Yeah.
And Mike Piazza had a lot of bad days in L.A. He didn't want to be there. It's a horrible city. It's a horrible state. It's a horrible franchise. And the fans are atrocious. Who's the guy who got in trouble recently? Oh, Pete Crow Armstrong. Have you heard about that story?
Pete Crow in L.A.?
PCA, that's what I call him. He's my pal. Did an interview in which he really ripped Dodger fans. Basically, they show up late.
Oh, the fans, not the organization.
No, the fans. Right. And so then they come back to him and say, hey, that was pretty rough. And then he took it up a notch by saying, yeah, they killed somebody years ago with that brawl with the Giant fan.
I remember this.
And he's like, they're vicious, disgusting people.
Right.
And I'm reading this interview and I'm like, dude is spot on. I've been saying this for years. And when I say it, it's like, the bloviation from the talk show host who's just bitter. Dodger fans are creeps. Like, I've experienced it. They are horrible humans. Like, Philly fans. Let's make some peace.
Right.
You guys are classier than the scum in L.A. And I don't think...
How is that possible?
Oh, I don't know. It's a great... How is it possible? I don't know. But they're awful out there. And so I thought PCA was speaking truth. And he was getting a lot of heat for it, but he's 1,000% right. Go sit in the stands.
Right.
For all the people who's acting like, oh, my God, I can't believe he said it, go to a Dodger game. Go there on a Tuesday night. And watch how they act. They're really disgusting.
That makes me not want to go to a Dodger game.
Don't you want to see if I'm right, though?
No. No. Well, I don't want to risk getting accosted.
Yeah. Nah, you're right. You probably shouldn't go. And I'm not saying like Philly fans are great, because when I went to that playoff game a couple of years ago, I mean, there were 2 people behind me that were having like a sex scene.
Really?
Yeah, they were going at it. And I'm like, guys, I got my son here. Like, what are we doing?
Right.
It was the middle of the day, too, Teak. It was a day game.
Wow.
And, like, she was on top of him and the shirt. I'm like, what is happening? I'm not even making that up. It's weird.
I believe you.
And, like, I'm not offended by things.
No,
it was more that.
It's just like, my kids are here. Like, what are you doing?
My kid is right here. Like, I got to break this down?
Right.
Why are they doing that? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I do know, but why there? Like, there are bathrooms.
Well, Jet, you see what happens is...
You see, I mean, it's just crazy. But I would still take Philly fans over Dodger fans because they're that horrible. So, PCA, I don't know you. Respect, bro.
Right.
Like, I'm with you. I back you up. Truth to power. And just continue to say what you got to say because it's true. And if people are offended by it, tell them to go, cry.
Scratch.
Go scratch. Like, he's telling the truth. So, I'm with you, PCA. Let's go to Edwin. This is funny. Edwin in North
Hello.
Carolina. What's up, Edwin?
What up, Edwin?
Hey, Teak, I don't know if you remember this. You was with when you was with BT.
Yep.
I told you that my son was getting into football.
Yep.
You know, the cards. I mean, and you just like, oh yeah. I was like, you mind if you would sign the your draft card for you and your brother?
Okay.
And I mailed it to you guys. And I even had a return envelope on
Okay.
there, and I never received it.
Okay, so
Wow.
here,
Wow.
let me explain to you what happens when you see
No,
stuff.
now it's not. I'm not saying that is your. I'm not saying that you didn't, because you can't sign something that you probably didn't get. You know what I mean?
That I have no idea what happens to all that mail. So it comes here, and sometimes I see it. Like now that we don't have an office, and whenever I get mail like that, it literally goes behind the glass in there.
Right.
And so what I do is I just open it and I sign it. I put it in a return envelope and just leave it. But it just somebody eventually will put it in the mailbox.
Right.
But when I didn't have an office and they had nowhere to put those, I never get those.
Yeah, mail's a tough thing. And I've always had this belief, even before I was doing this with you. I don't trust mail.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a conspiracy guy. I'm not like telling you that big pharma's getting involved or the deep state's getting involved. I'm just telling you, I do not trust mail.
Right.
So if you
I agree with you.
Thank you. If you want an autograph of Tiki Barber, or because I've had people say, I sent you your book to autograph.
Yeah.
I don't get it. So just meet us somewhere. Like,
Right.
we're around.
I'm always around.
We're always around. You're always around. I'm going to Met games. I'm an easy mark. I'm the one real net fan at Net games. Like, it's easy to find me. And
you're the one net fan at Knicks games too.
That's right. I am. I'm thinking of going to the Thunder game.
That'd be interesting.
I'm thinking it because
I mean, you should go just to see the Thunder.
Well, that's it. And it's Knicks Thunder. It's
Yeah.
it's a glorified exhibition, but nevertheless, it's Knicks Thunder.
Right.
I'm thinking about it because I have season tickets. I may as well take advantage of it sometimes. So should I ask Loogie or somebody else?
I mean, can Loogie go?
Why can't he?
No biggie.
When is it?
I think
It's a weekday?
Yeah, I think it's this Wednesday they're playing, right?
So, but can he go?
Are you kidding
Doesn't he have to come do a show?
Yeah, he can't go. You're right. Because the Nets don't play. He's got to do a show.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I'll ask him. And then he'll know, like, oh, Evan asked me. He tried. It just didn't work out.
Next thing you know, he'll be like, hey, Keith, can you fill in for me?
You probably do. You think you do that?
I don't think so.
You work with Loogie all the time now. I don't know if the fame has gone to his head or if he's the same guy. But how would he take if I reached out to him?
I mean, it is OKC.
It's a big, yeah.
It's a big game. I mean, it's not a big game.
It's not a big game, but it's the NBA is
the
a
opponent
complicated
is
thing.
a big opponent.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
How would he take that if I just texted him right now and said, yo, me and you for the Thunder game, you up for it?
He would say no.
Because he can't miss another day of work.
Because of how important he thinks this job is, and with the getting stuck in L.A. last week.
Yeah, that was rough.
He would say no.
No, and I'm not suggesting he take a day off. I guess what I'm really wondering is, do you think he would see through the fact that I'm asking him to go to a game that I know he can't go to?
Probably, but
then he'd rip me for a half hour.
Right.
Evan, of course, that schmoz, of course,
All
that's
right.
what he does. He da-da-da.
That's
Are
what
you
he-
kidding me?
That's what he would do, right?
Yes.
So
I mean, he could go for half.
I don't think he can. He's on the air at 7 o'clock. The game's at 7
because
o'clock.
the Nets aren't playing. Oh,
Yeah, if the Nets were playing, you'd be bailed out. The Nets play tomorrow night. The Knicks play tomorrow night, so you got that dueling thing. But on Wednesday, it's just a clear night. That sucks.
Sorry.
You know what'll really piss him off? Watch this. Hey, Rosie, you want to go see Knicks Thunder with me? Are you scheduled to work his shift that night,
I was
too?
going to say, Rosie can't do it either.
No, he takes it off and tells him, I'm
Wow.
sorry, I'm taking this off because
Wow.
Evan and I are going to Knicks Thunder.
Wow.
I'll go to Knicks Thunder. I'll call in afterwards, like I did after the dog show, to his show,
Oh,
and
no.
we can break it down.
What I would do, honestly, especially with Tommy, if he accepts it, I'd do spot. I'd call him every quarter.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. We'd both call in and give him a stringer spots.
That would be amazing.
This is Paul Rosenberg reporting live from Madison Square Garden. The Thunder lead 27-25 with 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Back to you, Tommy.
7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, every hour on the hour.
You know what? I'm going to save this.
When did they last do that?
The stringer update?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Like 20 years ago?
I was going to say, that had to be
It's been a very long
forever
time
ago.
since those updates.
I'll
Mike
tell you-
Mancuso did them. So.
Yeah, I'll tell you a great story about this. G definitely remembers this. So years ago, me, Beningo, and Giannotti went to L.A. We went 2 years in a row. But the second year we went, the Lakers were playing the Rockets in the second round. And I think it was game 7. Like, it was a late round. late game in the
Late series, right, yeah.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but it was a big game, Lakers-Rockets. So Joe didn't even want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Joe was like, you know what? I'm going to stay by the hotel, smoke some weed, the whole thing.
Right.
Me and G go to the game, and Giannotti did stringer work for WFAN. Like every 2020 update. We got to find that audio, which, by the way, can't be that difficult to find. Just got to find the date.
What was he saying?
He did a good report.
Really?
Like, let's send it out to the Staples Center with the fans, Greg Giannotti. Hey, Bob, I'm here in L.A. The Lakers currently lead 35-32. Kobe Bryant's got 7 points.
I mean, people can get that score. Why do you need the stringer?
That was a big part of WFAN for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what?
Back in the day when we had 3 updates an hour, obviously, every 20, every 40, we would have to get them up on the board because I was doing that.
I'm going to find that tomorrow because it really isn't that difficult to find. I just got to find the date we went, and then I can go into the archives and play it. And I think he did a great job. I remember sitting next to him.
It was frequent because he was doing it every, 30 minutes?
Yeah, every 20 minutes
20
or so.
minutes?
And he was fired up because, G loved the late, not only he's a Laker fan, but loved the, dude, we're at the Staples Center for a Laker playoff game.
The present, the meaning of being at that facility.
Yeah. So I'll get that for you tomorrow on the WFAN flashback. Be ready for that, Rosie. You ready for that?
Absolutely.
All
With the flashback, 110%.
You got it, baby. Let's go to Anthony in the Bronx. Hey, Anthony.
How you doing, gentlemen? Thanks for taking the call. I have the answer to all the Jets' problems.
What's up?
Donald Trump needs to buy the New York Jets from his buddy Woody Johnson.
But then
Do you think he would do a good job? Because didn't he own what was it?
He
Generals,
owned
the
the
Generals. Right. Did he do a good job with that?
Here's the problem where I don't know. Having a lot of money and saying, I want to win, which I think Trump would do, by the way, as an owner.
Well, you know he would want to win.
He would. I mean, the guy's got the ego the size of the world. He wants to win. And to turn the Jets around, that'd be better accomplishment than peace in the Middle East. Let's be honest. But it's the NFL. There's a cap. There's only so much you can do. So baseball's different until there's a cap. Like you buy a baseball team, that guy'd be like, I'm going to sign every free agent.
Yeah. But the good thing about Trump is that he would bully. He would bully the Jets to success.
He would. He totally would. Oh, man, what a day. If you missed any of the show, you could rewind it on the free Odyssey app, or you could check out the entire show on YouTube. We will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Coming up next, The Carton Show with Craig Carton and Big Mac. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
The number 1 ranked UConn Huskies have done it again with a win over St. John's this past weekend. The